Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing us to come at you another week with this great gospel, to preach the word of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua to you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans who are the Israelites according to the Bible. And we are to come out and teach this whether you were here or whether you were forbear. We know a lot of our people are hard-headed. They don't want to hear nothing. They have a short attention span, and that's always been a problem with our people. But everybody's paying attention to, and not just paying attention, but can't deny it, of what's going on in the earth. Every week we tell you about things that are happening in the earth, right? Things that are occurring in the earth. I mean, Salakia. I'm gonna hide that. Let me hide it. Yeah. So things that are going on in the earth, things that you might not be aware of. And us as the watchmen, right? We are supposed to give you the report of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So let's go there. This is Ezekiel. We'll get Ezekiel 3, right? Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. And it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Only to the house of Israel, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. It says, therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. This is a warning, man. These are not just for us to come out and just preach. No, it has a meaning behind it. It's a warning, right? Because trust me, when the judgment is full-fledged, you ain't ready for it, man. There's nothing you can do that is going to prepare you for the judgment of the Heavenly Father. So it says, when I say to the wicked, right? The wicked would be 2/3 of our people, right? When I say to the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked of his wicked way, right? So we're supposed to come out and tell our people where they're going off at. And like when you read, I always get it mixed up. I think it's Isaiah 58:1, where it says, cry aloud, spare not, man. We're not going to spare your feelings. We're going to show you where you're going off. We're going to tell you where you're going off, according to the Bible, according to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? That's our lot. That's what we have to do. That's what we were commanded to do. So the Lord said, when I say to the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou, meaning that watchman, right? And thou givest him not warning, right? Nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So if we don't go out, Salakia, if we don't go out and tell you where you're going off, and tell you to change, to repent, that you may be, counted worthy to escape the judgments of the Heavenly Father. If we don't do that, right, our people who are out here committing wickedness, right, if we didn't tell them that they were committing wickedness and what they need to do, then that Israelite is going to die, but the Lord is going to require their blood, on our hands, man. Their blood is going to be on our hands, right? So we have to do what the Lord said. It says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turned not from his wickedness, or we do warn you, just to give an example, if we see our people into that alternate lifestyle, being a mo, right? And we tell them the Lord don't like that. You got to repent from that. You got to change from that. You got to get you a wife. You got to get you a husband, this and that. If we do tell them and they say to hell with you, that don't say that in the Bible, that's your interpretation. You know how people like to, give, justifications for their lifestyles, right? So the Lord said, if we do that and they decide they're going to be rebellious, it says, nor from his wicked way, he shall surely die in his iniquity, meaning his sin, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So we're going to be in the clear. The Lord going to have mercy on us, man. If we do our part, regardless if they don't repent and they continue in their lifestyle, as long as we did our part, that takes the blood off our hands. It says, again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die. Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin, and his righteousness, which he have done, right? Which he have done, shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So we still supposed to go out and tell our people. That's on the flip side. If somebody is doing the will of the Heavenly Father and they turn from that and go in the world and start being a demon, the Lord ain't gonna remember none of his righteousness. He gonna put him to death according to his sin, man. And if you don't tell him, then his blood gonna be required at your hand. So we got a very serious job, man. So when you see brothers out there, the sincere brothers, they know that it's serious. So if they come off as hard, or they come off as austere and the no games and all that, then that's just what type of spirit we have to be in, man. Yeah, we'll make the word of the Lord entertaining at times. What the people of the world may deem as entertaining, right? But it's all for edification of the body of our people, man. To edificate, to educate our people, and the body, meaning the ones of us that are in this truth, knowingly that know, right? So we know our job and what we have to do. It's the people of our people of the world that think this is a joke, that think this is a game, man. We tell them that World War III is at the door. We tell them that the world is getting worse. We tell them that, right, America is going to crash. We tell them these things, and some listen, some may have a an idea, but still in the back of their heads, they believe that America is the greatest country in the world. We've been through worse. We've always bounced back, right? This is what they think in their minds. They think that this is the case this time. Well, this ain't the case, man. Right? Every news, a report that you hear, they'll throw out words unprecedented, right? They'll throw out the worst it's ever been. They'll throw out the statistics are higher than ever. They'll throw those words out, man, because the way the country is and the way the people are in the country is completely off, man. It's completely at its worst. Right? Let's show you what type of world we live in. This is Job chapter 10 and verse 22. It says, a land of darkness, right? That's where we live in, the land of darkness, spiritual darkness, right? It says, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death. Why? Because death is all around you, right? Death is all around you, man. It says, without any order, man. There's no order here. There's no order, man. People just do what they want, man. It's a lot here. People just do what they want. Whatever feels good, they do it. It says, and where the light is as darkness, man. So everything is flipped. Everything good is deemed as bad. Everything bad is deemed as good. Right? And this truth is the light. Right? And you know, people look at it as it's just a religion. Why should we follow that? Why should we follow that? That's not going to benefit us. Right? We just trying to survive. We're trying to get this money. You know, I'm trying to stay afloat. But hey, everything that's held you up in this society is finna be slipped right from under you, man. Right? And people are gonna. You see people crashing out now. You see people crashing out now. Let me get a video. Right? Let me get a video real quick, Salakia. Let me find this real quick because you got these Edomites, like you know, every week, man, is all week is an innumerable amount of videos coming out where Edomites are just crashing out, man. You know, and we love it because it shows us the judgment and the fall of our enemies. Right? Get this one right here. So it says crash out season in full effect. And people are crashing out, man. The only ones that are sane, the only ones have their head on straight is the ones that are in this truth, man, that know what direction this country is going. The Lord gave us the cheat sheet, right? The Lord gave us the cheat sheet, man, which is the Bible. And we know what's coming. These Christians, they ain't got it. These other religions, they ain't got it. Right? They thinking that their arm, meaning the strength of their own hands, is going to save this country, is going to save their country. Everybody is going to go in subjection under the Israelites when it's all said and done. Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the Israelites. That's the kingdom that is going to be set up, that is going to rule forever and ever. You know? So let's play this, man. Let me show you. Oh, what happened to it? Let me see something. Salakia, 1 minute. What? Oh, okay. Let me see something. I gotta take it off. Salakia. Hey, Shalom. I'm about to play this video. I was just telling them that you know, all week you're seeing these.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom. You can I can hear you. You can hear me?
Okay, good.
You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. No, I was saying I was just saying all week we've been
good.
I've been seeing
yes, sir.
I think he was lagging. Salakia, 1 second. Salakia. Yeah, but I think he was lagging. But we're gonna play this.
Okay.
Yeah, although you was lagging. I don't know if you
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you can hear me now?
Yes, sir. Come.
Okay, gun. No, I was just saying that all week I've been seeing videos pop up with these devils. They just crashing out, man,
Yeah.
because they can't understand why this country is collapsing, and they blaming it on Trump, but it's bigger than Trump. They're not understanding that.
Mm.
You know. So I'm gonna play this real quick. Check it out.
According to our president, Iran is completely taken apart. They don't have a navy, they don't have an air force, they don't have nothing. They shot down an American fighter jet this morning. First time they've done that since the war started. So obviously, it's not that they got worse, they got better. And also, the Iranian government has told its citizens to go and look for the pilots that ejected. More fucking American troops, American fucking citizens are going to die because you guys have let this motherfucker ball gag you into thinking, oh, it'll only be 3 weeks, maybe 9 months. I don't know. I'll feel it in my old decrepit ass fucking bones. You can say a lot of fucking things about Joe Biden's presidency, but he never went and bombed a country that he intentionally did not know shit about because he fired the fucking people responsible for the intelligence during Doge cuts.
And you know, excuse the language. I get like that sometimes, but excuse the language from this devil or whatever. But people don't understand, man. It was gonna happen anyway. Whoever was in power, it was gonna happen.
Exactly. Come.
You know, it could have been Biden. It wasn't the time. The Lord didn't say it was the time. You know, Trump is, if you really look at it, Trump is the perfect candidate to bring in this war, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's bold. You know, he's very bold, man. So you people, you coming at Trump, you let him trick you into voting for him. Your vote didn't count, man. Your vote never counted. Go do you want to say something?
No, just saying that the scripture said, man, uproar among the people, man. That's what's going on right now. But
yeah,
like you say, she said they just shot down an F-35. Man, she's too late. They were shooting that F-35 wave like a couple weeks now. You know, that's the most strategic plane the US have. They already shot down about about 5 already. 5 F-35 away from the F-15 and F-16. You know what I'm saying? They're ready to figure out the technology of heat. You know, like they have the technology that could trigger plane the F-35 coming from a far distance. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's even
who gave them that? Because Salaki,
yeah,
you know, because people tend to think that it's just Iran. No, Iran is being backed. They're being helped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who's giving them that technology? China and Russia.
Exactly. Like the scripture said, you know.
Yeah. Con. Tells you that Magog, God will be a help to them.
Yep.
You know, and that's Russia.
Yep.
You know, so it's not Iran by itself. If it's Iran, you know, America will have pretty much the upper hand, but still in all, America didn't know Iran was packing this much heat. They didn't know that, right? They just got, like North Korea said, I don't know how true it is, but they said they was able to get them 500 ICBM or something like that type of missile.
Yep.
You know, that can reach over here.
Right.
So it's only a matter of time, man. And trust me, Trump is shaking in his boots, along with the rest of them, man. Especially, which I ain't seen them. The president of Israel, what's this dude's name? Netanyahu. I haven't seen him. I don't know if he's alive. I don't know if he's you know, dead or whatever. I don't know.
They know the facts already, but they're just showing picture of Netanyahu. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some AI pictures and other, you know. So, you know, fool a lot of people, because a lot of people don't know AI exists, man. I mean, a lot of stuff they see all this AI, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But especially with Netanyahu and so forth, you know. But you know, they got his brother, they got him.
Yeah.
But they will see later on, you know what I'm saying? So the facts is, man, the scripture tell you there's gonna be uproar among the people. A lot of people are shalom. A lot of people are getting upset, being, you know, getting upset of what's going on with this man, because the so-called American dream is being shattered.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Esau seeing that his empire is falling, while Jake and Eve, you know, rushing to go to college, looking for a future in America. You know what I'm saying? That
It's done. It's
and they're
done,
so
man.
comfortable in this system, man. Right now, I was watching a video this yesterday. They 35,000 black women got laid off last month alone.
Wow.
Yeah, in April.
Wow.
And a lot of them were nurses and so forth. So a lot of people that's into nursing and other medical field, good luck, because AI gonna take away your job. There's a lot of things going on, man. In other countries, same thing. A lot of people are losing their job in Germany, other countries, because AI is taking over everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, some people talk about, oh, they like AI. Yeah, but you like something that's going to take away your job? You'll be stupid thinking that way. You know what I mean?
Oh, it makes it easier, man. It makes it easier for us. You know, it's more convenient. You know? It says, let me see what Yardan said. Do you see that in December they're doing automatic? Oh, yeah. That we're about to get into that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the elder sent me a video on that. Yep. And it ain't no sending you no letter saying, oh, would you like to enlist? No, they're gonna automatically put you on that and tell you that we need you.
And also non-immigrant. Also, Trump said non-immigrant have to join the service. You know what I'm saying?
So, wait, he said immigrants got to join?
No? Non-immigrant, have to join the service. Let me find it. Come, yes, sir. Yep. Non-immigrant.
Non-immigrants.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yep.
You know, I heard there was a Jake that was like 45 years old. He got called to come to duty. You know, some Jake. You know, his sister went up there and she was giving her take on it, saying, "Oh yeah, they called my brother back to fight this war. Nobody want to, you know, fight this war, man, because they know who this war is for. This war is not being fought for America. It's being fought for the the benefit of the fitted hats. I can say, right? And you know who that is.
Yep.
So everybody they know now.
Yep.
And look at the state of America.
Yep.
With all of this going, all this money being dished out, all this money being, you know, sewn up in the war machine. Right? This country is going broke.
Yeah.
People are mad that they can't afford groceries and gas out the same check.
Yep.
That they can't pay their rent.
Yep.
And like I said, man, it's like I was talking to my rib. I said, man, you got to be kind of crazy to buy a house now. If you already have a house, one thing, but to buy a house now, you got to be kind of, you know, out the loop, man, because everything is high. Your gas going up, your light going up, right? Your property tax going up, your mortgage going up, everything going up.
Okay.
So you might be able to get the house. They might even give you a loan, right? But once you get in that house, give it a year, 6 months to a year. Nowadays, it might be 3 months. Everything gonna go up, man.
Yep.
And you're gonna
like your priest. It said right here, who is included? The automatic registration applies to nearly all male U.S. citizens and every other male person, including green card holders, refugees, asylum seekers, right? And undocumented immigrants, right? Immigrants living in the U.S. between the age of 18 to 26. So even if you're undocumented, guess what? You have to join the service, and it's gonna pass a law. It's said by what? 18, like Yarodan show, age 18 to 26.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So they that desperate.
Yeah. That's
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah, yep. Hey, I
And
want.
don't be surprised that they bring up the prisoners also, remember?
Oh yeah,
Back in
yeah.
19 World War II, a lot of prisoners went to fight war, even during time of Vietnam in the 60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be surprised you got prisoners serving life sentence. They're gonna pull them out there to fight war.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh?
Con. I wanted to get this real quick. Let me see. Let me get it on. Yeah, keep going though. I wanted to find something real quick.
Yeah, cut. Right. So the thing is now they don't want to give people non-citizen, non-immigrant their green card, but now Trump gonna come with a way now that you could get a green card, but you have to be enlisted in the service.
Yep.
Okay. Those that are in selective service, it just means that you're on standby. That's all it means. Don't think because you're in a selective service group, the government, that you're not on the standby. You are on the and you are on standby. That means automatically you are going to go to fight war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people thinking that, because you are a GI. GI means your government issue, your property of the government.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So you have a lot of these people out there comfortable right now. You got Jake on his corner smoking his damn blunt and stuff. Jake on the list, thinking that everything is good. Esau gonna take it behind to fight war, man. And now also Eric Adams, the former New York City mayor, he just become citizen of Albania.
Yeah. I was looking at that, man.
Yeah.
Everybody fleeing, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They see something about to happen.
All these people that got money and all that.
Yep.
They leaving, man. Look, where these celebrities been at, man? These top celebrities, Oprah, all these people, man. Ever since Diddy, they came after Diddy. All these entertainers. Look at Russell Simmons. He living over there in
Jaffa country. One of the
I forgot the name of it. Oh man,
I think it's Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken. Like
one of those countries, and they was getting at one of this other woman, this Taraji P. Henson. She went to visit him, and in this country, and everybody, it was like they was angry with it or whatever. Yeah. But hey, they know something you don't.
Yeah.
Indonesia,
Indonesia.
Okay.
One of them Japhetic country.
Con. I found this one right here. Hold on, I'm gonna play this one. It says automatic draft registration to begin in December. Check it out.
Mm-hmm. Country will be automatically registered for the military draft. That is the kind of headline that raises more than a few eyebrows in these times of global military conflicts. But it doesn't mean a draft is coming right away. And as Kent explains, this idea has come with bipartisan support.
The United States was in the thick of the Vietnam War the last time it called on young men to serve through an active military draft in 1973.
Myself and two other young boys, we went up and enlisted because we were pretty sure we would be drafted.
Bill Barbnick says he's glad another draft hasn't been required since, even though registering for one still is.
If you're an 18-year-old man, go to sss.gov to register with the Selective Service System. It's your civic duty, and it helps secure access to lifelong benefits.
But despite outreach efforts in recent years, only 42% of eligible 18-year-olds registered in 2024, though Minnesota did fare better than most, with more than 300,000 men between 18 and 25 signing up.
And you still got people talking about they going in the military.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then you got this woman that I spoke with. She was saying that she was going in the military. She wanted to go in the army. And but I don't want to go and I don't want to fight. Well, listen, man, all hands on deck. Because once you get in there, they own you, man.
That's it.
They own you. And you had Jake saying, these inmates, put them out there, strap them up. These YNs running around shooting each other, same thing. Enlist them. Something gonna happen, man. And you hear Esau trying to smoothen it up. Just because it's automatic draft don't mean that a draft is gonna happen right away. But look at how many conflicts America is in.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all these countries departing from America. I got a video on that. You know, so this thing is like right at the door, man. If you enlist, once they put your name on that list, man, you going.
That's it. Yep. And
if you don't go, you're going to jail. And if you do wind up going, you ain't coming back. You're not coming back unless Yahweh Shem El Shah have mercy on you, man, and hide you from all that. You know.
Yep.
Get a driver's license, you're automatically signed up.
Bill is the former Selective Service State Director for Minnesota.
I went around and I spoke at schools in different places. We had a real good high percentage. People were pretty good about signing up.
What do you make of the change to make it more of an automatic process?
Well, I think it's good in a way, but I just don't see the draft ever starting up. But you never know now. The way the world situation is, hopefully we've got enough people that have joined the military that they won't ever need the draft, but I don't know that.
The change comes as part of last year's National Defense Authorization Act, passed with bipartisan support by Congress. According to the Selective Service, it transfers responsibility for registration from individual men to SSS through integration with federal data sources. The stated goal is to streamline the process and realign its workforce. And that second part is what concerns Bill, who left his role nearly 2 years ago.
No one's replaced me right now, and I just talked to the regional headquarters. They're not replacing any state directors because they got a freeze on.
Does that concern you at all at a time when they're trying to make sure that they have everything up to date?
Yeah, they should be replacing people immediately. By having a state director, there's a contact for every county director, and it doesn't make any sense.
Now, we reached out to the Selective Service System contacts in Washington for comment, but they did not respond. Though, along with members of Congress, they have advocated for this change to an automatic registration, in large part because it can help reduce the costs and staffing currently needed for self-registration and outreach campaigns like the one you saw video of. And when it comes to worries about this leading to another active draft, keep in mind that would take separate approval from Congress, and it's hard to imagine either party wanting a vote like that right now.
Jen. Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, it's not that long ago from the Vietnam War. I mean, my dad was a part of the draft back then, and those memories are still alive and well. Is there any reason why we have to have this registration happen, Kent?
Well, that's been a topic of discussion in Congress over the years. There was a former director of the SSS that actually advocated against doing this every year, saying we could mobilize this if it's needed when the time comes. The thinking, though, is they want to be able to do this quickly if for some reason there was a giant global war to break out.
And they know it. They know it's coming. This is why they're doing this. This is exactly why they're having an automatic draft. So you pretty much got to go over there and you got to fight for these devils, man, these fitted hats. And they ain't taking no for an answer.
Yeah, Israel already saying that they're not going to a lot of people in Israel, the government said they're not sending their people to war.
Yeah, they're gonna send you Americans to be a sacrifice, man.
Yep. For the small hats, yep.
That's crazy, man. This is how you know who runs what.
Mm-hmm.
This is showing you who's running the show. And it ain't America. America is not running the show, man.
Yep.
America is definitely not running the show.
Good.
Let's get this crash out back on, because you know, her and others like her, they're just pretty much fed up with and everybody and you know, we can say now that people are starting to wake up to what's going on.
Slucky priest, you know the sad part about it, man. The majority of people are waking up on Edomite, man.
Yeah.
Negroes, man. Like to come tonight, all you see Negroes into partying. I'm talking about the 12 tribe.
Yep.
Partying. That's it. You know, shooting each other. I mean, these people they act like nothing going on, man. Like they're just sleeping. You know, but while the Edomite, they are pissed the hell off because they know their empire is falling.
Yeah.
But our people, man, they're like sleeping duck. They're just walking like everything is like it's a normal life.
Yeah.
It's only a few percent of our people waking up. You could count your finger. The rest, they're like walking dead, man. It's a damn shame.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
You know, you see the movie called Werewolf in London. Every time the guy cried wolf, wolf, it never happened. You know, and our people hear that, but they just like ignore it. Yeah. But when the real wolf come, they gonna really see, man. It's just it's a shame, man.
Come. Because this
our people, man, they have like nothing going on.
Yep.
You know,
and I always bring this out because anytime you tell our people, you know, what's going on, what's going to happen in the future, they always throw it off by saying, well, I ain't going to be here. I'm going to be dead and gone when that happens.
Just have fun, right?
You know, I got to live my life, this and that. But the Lord said this. This is Ezekiel chapter 12. And verse, I'm going to start at 21. Ezekiel 12:21, it said, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth, man. So, you know, you'll have people even come up to us. Take, for instance, the 2000 thing that the elders always bring up. The year 2000, this was going to happen, that was going to happen. You still got brothers talking about that, you know, here today. You know, they saying, man, what y'all said was going to happen in 2000 ain't happened, you know? So, you know what I mean? Y'all might be wrong. You know? It says, tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. Now you can see it, man. Back then, during that year, it was things going on, but you know, there was a lot more that needed to happen. There was a lot more that needed to come to pass as far as prophecy is concerned, right? So, you know, during that time, at that time, brothers felt like that was it, you know, and they got it wrong, you know, because the scriptures tell you no man knoweth the hour or the time, you know, but there was a lot more that needed to happen. It says, verse 24, it says, for there shall be no more vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. But the only ones that can see that vision is the ones that the Spirit of the Lord is on, right? The ones that are in this truth, that have that eye salve, that have eyes to see and ears to hear. Those are the only ones that can see the visions, right? Verse 25. It says, for I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it. And that's what you see. When you read, you know, the prophecies in the Bible, those of us that read and understand the scriptures, we see all of these things manifesting and coming to pass, man. We see it. Can't nobody tell us that it's not happening, right? We see it. You know, you want to say something, Elder? You on mute.
No, go ahead, Echo. I'm just reading. Go in front of you.
God. Yes, so we see these things coming to pass. Right? It's clear as day. It says, again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth, meaning the prophet, the servant of Yahweh, it said, is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the time that I fall off, man. Yeah, when I'm old and I done lived my life and my kids is in college and they got old, that's when it may happen. Or when I'm dead and gone, it may happen and this and that. You ain't talking about right now. I ain't gonna see it. Right? That's what our people say.
Yeah.
It says, therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua power. There shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah.
So, and we see it manifesting, man. Look at the world and what's going on in the world. Look how people have never been this way.
Yep.
People have never been this way. You got you got countless videos of people saying, man, I don't even want to be outside. I don't even want to deal with people, man, because people got short fuses. They're aggressive. They're angry. They want to fight. Right? I just want to stay in the house, man. That's where I get my peace from. I just go to work and I go home. That's all I do. Nobody wants to be outside because the spirit that's on people is a violent spirit, man. Everybody's fed up. Every day you walk out, you got bug outs out there. You either hear them or you see them. Right? Yesterday, I was driving. You had Jake in the middle of the road, right by the busy one of the most busiest avenues in the city. He's walking in the middle of the street, just waving a wand or whatever he's waving, like he got magic, and he's just wanding the cars away from him so that way nobody will hit him. You know, you got Jake out there with no shoes on. You know, you got Jake just went up to a woman and hammered her to death. You got young Jakes out here just, you know, stabbing, going around on a stabbing spree, and everything, all of the above is just happening at one time. And people, they don't know how to cope with it and deal with it. So what they do, everybody gets in front of their phone and they make a crash out video like this, and they tell you how angry they are with the direction this country is going. You know, and it hurts them because they only one person and they know they can't change it. So they just got to deal with it, and they can't deal with it. So they have no other choice but to just crash out and yell and just bug out on the camera.
It's like a priest. Go back to the part where it said the time I pointed was afar off.
Con, verse 27. Ezekiel 12:27, it says, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come.
Right, which is mean the future, right? The future, right?
God, it said, and he prophesieth of the times that are afar off.
What mean in the future? So it's the same thing when we was back in the 60s and 70s. Brother was teaching things of the scripture about Russia and the other nation, and the fall of coming of Yahushua, the fall of America and the coming of Yahushua, it was for the future. So all people are like, well, like you said earlier, I ain't gonna make it, so I'd rather do what the hell I want to do. I want to be a freak, whatever. I want to do wickedness, whatever. He ain't gonna affect me because I'm not gonna be here anyway. But remember, the Most High is going to get you in the next generation.
Yep.
You could do all kind of wickedness now because you're thinking that, well, the Bible is not real and so forth. Hold on. Let me get Habakkuk chapter 2:1 for a second, right?
Come on.
Because a lot of our people say, well, you know, that's why the Bible say, I don't care. You know, I'm not gonna be here, so it's not gonna affect me. But you're gonna realize that the Most High is gonna bring it back in the next generation. You know what I'm saying? You might come back blind or something happen, handicapped. You know, you never know, because when these things happen to these people out there, you see people out there are blind or mentally handicapped or something happen, is because the people like that, the Most High is getting you for your past sin.
Mhm.
I don't give a damn how young baby you just born. When something happened to a young child, the Most High is getting that child for something that child did in the future.
Yep.
Like making mock of the Most High prophet or blaspheming against the Heavenly Father. The Most High have many ways to get you. So don't think that you're gonna get away with it.
And Salakia, like that. I don't know if you heard that story, Elder, with the baby that got shot in the stroller over there in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
in Brooklyn, man. So
yes, sir.
in the natural eye, people would be like, "That's a child, man. How could you do that to a child, man?"
Yep.
Like, and we agree is a sad thing to see.
Yeah,
but we understand that was, a judgment from the Heavenly Father, man.
Yeah.
Because it may be a baby, but the spirit in that baby is ancient, man.
Yep.
Right. That soul is ancient. So we don't know what that soul did to the Lord in his past life, man.
Yep.
So come on, man. Y'all, I mean, it is a sad thing to see. We're not gonna say, nah, you know what I'm saying? That's just the judgment of the Lord, which it is, but we know how that looks because if that was our child, we would feel the same way. But you gotta understand the judgment of the Lord, man. The Lord, when the Lord in Ezekiel 9 and 4 down to 6 said the Lord gonna kill women, children, right? It don't matter because what them spirits and them souls are ancient, man. The Lord gonna give you payback, and he gonna pay you back for what you did to him.
Good. That's right.
Con, this is Habakkuk 2:1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me."
Right, cut. So the tower, we know, it says, set me up a tower, mean watch to see the prophecy of the vision. About the most High prophecy. That's all it means. Go ahead.
It says, "And what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables."
Upon table. Okay, table mean like a tablet, mean like wood or boxwood where the prophet, the Most High used to write the command on and so forth, like a tablet. So we can make it plain upon a table.
Come. It says that he may run that readeth it. Right? It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
So the Bible says for the vision is yet for what? For a appointed time. In the future, right?
I got one for you, Elder. This is second Esdras chapter 4 and verse 37.
Right.
It says, by measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times. And he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure is fulfilled.
The them is the other nation until the said measure is fulfilled, meaning the time of rulership is what has been fulfilled. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Appointed time, we mean for the future. Go ahead.
But at the end it shall speak.
It shall speak. I was seeing the prophecies that we've been talking about like 40, 50 years ago, speak about it back in the 60s to now, is coming to pass. We see the Russia, China, all the other nations, America in the Persian Gulf, according to Joel chapter 2 and 20 to 22. We're seeing these prophecy coming to pass. Food shortages, inflation. We're seeing all these things happening right now as we speak. The scripture says, the sea and the wave roar it. An example of the young Edomite woman, that's the sea and the wave roving. The people is waving, that they are prophesying against stuff. They are fed up what's going on. They are, they are sick of the government, uproar among people. That's a sea and a wave roar it, according to Luke chapter 21, verse 20 or 25, 26. Okay, we're seeing these things happen. We're seeing the chaos going on in America. Food shortage. Now look at the price of gas. Gas is so damn the highest $5 now?
Yeah.
$4.85 in Brooklyn. For 93 gas.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And yeah, they're not gonna see it, Yaradon. They don't think nothing can happen in America. This place is gonna go untouched.
Yeah,
All right.
Yep. They think it's invincible.
Well, we know a whore has been touched many times.
Cool.
And this is Babylon the Great whore.
Yeah.
So we know it's only a matter of time, man.
Cool.
So verse 3 again. Habakkuk 2 and 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Which means the last days. Go ahead.
But at the end it shall speak.
And they speak right now. Speak means it's going to come to pass.
That's right. It's going to manifest.
It
says, and not lie. Though it tarry.
See, back in the 60s, they were like, well, I don't see my grandfather Joe really talk about 1914 Christ coming 1918. I don't see nothing yet, because the scripture tell you the vision is what is though it timing though is what delayed, not delayed, but though it takes a while, because the prophecy have to come to pass. When the Moses created the earth, he didn't create the earth in one day. He did everything step by step. That's the same thing with the prophecy. Everything, like when a woman pregnant, the baby starts developing, so forth, until the time the baby to come forth. Here come the huge pain. That's the same way America is, man. Little by little, America gonna feel the pain like a woman in travail, right? Now they feel the pain now.
That's right.
Because why? Because what happened is we are at a state that people can't afford food price. Okay, we are at a state that people can't afford gas price. You have to eat food by measure. Okay, you can't you cannot see you can't see where your paycheck is going. You get paid $1,000. Don't care if it makes $2,000 a week. It's hard to say, because why? Because the food price is so damn high. Everything going up away from the check and so forth, right? If you get a raise today, an example, if you get $3 raise, you get $35 an hour, you make $38. You get $3 raise. You have to think about Uncle Sam have to take all his tax.
That's right.
Food price is increasing, so you still end up losing. You're not saving nothing.
Exactly.
That ain't $3 raise. You think it's something, but it's nothing, man. The people are waking up to who they are now. More Black and Hispanic people are realizing that they are the children of Israel. Matter of fact, let me hold that up. We're gonna come back to that verse. Let's get Hosea 6 and 2 and 1, I believe. 6 and 2. About the second day and the second day.
What do you mean by that? Whoever you are, Goku Reactions. It said we know that's not a real screen. What do you mean? Guy, which one you want, Elder?
Hosea 6 and 2. About the 2 days.
Hosea chapter 6.
Okay, good. Yes, 2 days. Yes, sir.
And 2. It says, after 2 days.
No. Start at verse 1.
Come. Hosea 6 and 1. It says, come and let us return unto the Lord.
Yes, so the Mosiah is saying, come, you children of Israel, and let us return to the Father by what? By keep his commandment. Come out of your wickedness, your evil deeds, all them stuff, adultery, fornication, everything that contrary to the Bible. Moses said, come and let us return to Yahweh. Go ahead.
It says, for he have torn.
He had torn us by what? Allowing us to be in slavery. The Mosiah did not put us in slavery. We put ourselves in slavery. Okay, because the Mosiah gave everyone a choice. Okay, it said choose the death. What said in the Apocrypha again? I can't quote it. The Mosiah chose
this day life.
The water or the word, right?
You talk about in
the second Ezra chapter 6.
7. You seen 7? You talking about
Yeah.
7 when he said on one side is the water, the fire on the other
Okay,
side.
Crunch. Moses said one side is the fire, which is the judgment, and the next one is the water, is the word. The Moses gave you a choice. So when people talk about Moses put in slavery, he don't put us in slavery. We put ourselves in slavery because he gave us a choice. He allowed us by what? To let the nation that's put it behind the slavery. In other words, he did not intervene. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
But he gave us a choice. You see? So you got a lot of Negroes talk about, oh, God put us in slavery. No, the Most High gave you a choice. Choosing the life or the death, the blessing and the curse. In Deuteronomy chapter 21, 28, verse 1 to 14, the blessing, the curse. Deuteronomy chapter 15 to 68. He gave us a choice what we want to do.
Yeah.
It is up to you now. He gave Esau a choice, right? He gave every nation on the planet Earth a choice to do good and to do bad.
Also, in Deuteronomy 30 and 15, choose this day life or death.
Yes, sir. Con, that's the precept right there. That's the one. Excellent. Con. See, he gave us a choice, man. Go ahead.
You know, it says, "Come and let us return unto the Lord, for he hath torn, and he will heal us."
He most likely gonna heal us by what? By his word. That's the word. That's what's to heal us. The word. Go ahead.
He hath smitten, and he will bind us up.
Spiritually and mentally, he's gonna bind us back up.
Right.
Because spiritually, we are broken. Spirit. Mentally, we're broken. Right. And physically, we're broken. I mean, damn, you know, to live with no legs and blind, all these things, those are the broken. We broke up, man, because look how the condition we're in, man. You got all people walking in the street talking to themselves like, what the hell was he talking to? That's the condition the Most High allow us to ourselves to be in. See? Go ahead.
God. I got one. This is Baruch, chapter 4. 4 and verse 28.
Okay. 4 and 28?
Yeah, Baruch 4 and 28.
Okay.
It says, I'm gonna start at 27. It says, man, this whole chapter is just crazy. 26. It says, my delicate ones have gone rough ways. And who's that? That's the Israelites. And were taken away as a flock caught of the enemy.
Slack it, priest. You know what? You should go to Baruch 3 and 8 and then bring that chapter that will link up with this 3 and 8 first.
Come.
Okay.
This is Baruch 3 and 8. It says, behold, we are yet this day, 2026, April 2026. We are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us. We still scattered as a people.
Good.
For a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments.
Now, when the Bible says subject to payment, it's not talking about meaning captivity. It's not, let's you know, because when it says subject to payment, when you look at the word payment, it means captivity, not pay no bill. It ain't got nothing to do with no pay no bill. Let's prove it. Let's get Baruch chapter 2, verse 4. When it says subject to payment, means not talking about no bills now. It's talking about captivity. Let's get Baruch 2 and 8, and then you got bring that one out you talked about earlier.
Oh, Baruch 2 and 8 or 2 and 4?
2 and 4, sir. Lucky to us. Thank you.
God, Baruch 2 and 4. It says, moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us.
See, subjecting. So when it says subjection to payment, mean what? To all the kingdom that are round about us. That's okay. Go ahead.
God. It says, to be as a reproach and desolation among all the people round about.
Right. So let's go back to Baruch 3 and 8 now. We said subject to payment.
God. Baruch 3 and 8. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments.
To payment, not to pay no bill. Ain't got nothing to do with pay no bill. I mean, what? To subject to what? A long captivity. Okay, because when you read the NIV, it says captivity also, and when you read in the Hebrew, it says payment. mean we got him in a long captivity. That's a subject of payment mean. The words look like a payment. It's talking about paying bills. No, it's talking about a long captivity. That's what it means. Okay, we just read that prove that in using Baruch chapter 2 verse 4. Now your chapter now, Aki, you said Baruch what now? 4 and
4. I'm gonna start at 25.
Okay, cool.
It's Baruch 4:25. It said, my children, the Israelites, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So all this wrath that we going through, that's from Yahweh Shem Shai.
Cool. Yep.
It says, for thy enemy have persecuted thee,
mm-hmm.
but shortly thou shalt see his destruction
mm-hmm.
and shalt tread upon his neck. And that's, hey, we in the beginning stages of that, because we see this devil's his world is falling. His age is coming to an end.
Mm-hmm.
It says, my delicate ones have gone rough ways. Yeah, the Israelites they into every type of religion, idol worship, abomination. You know, they've adopted all types of things in this wicked society.
Cool.
Right? That's the rough ways. It says, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Lord, because this is what we should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't be getting ready for Juneteenth and Easter just passed and 4th of July and birthday parties and turning up and clubbing and doing all this and doing all that, man. We supposed to be crying to the Lord, man.
Yes, sir.
Right? It says, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, man, the only one the Lord going to remember on this side is the elect, the ones that cry unto the Lord, the ones that sigh and cry. You know, 2/3 they ain't thinking about the Lord.
Okay.
So the Lord ain't gonna remember them when his wrath, when his salvation comes. He's not gonna remember them. He's gonna remember them in wrath. He's not gonna remember them in salvation.
Okay.
You know, so it says, verse 28, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we should do. We should go hard for the Lord, man.
Okay.
The way you pick up an extra shift at your job to make more money, and you do everything in your power to get that Lexus.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna work however long we're gonna have to put in that extra work. That's the way you're supposed to do it for the Lord, man. Right? It says, for he that brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. So this was the precept for what you had, Elder, in Hosea 6, in 1 and 2, saying that the Lord, he's gonna revive us and raise us up.
Okay.
The Lord's gonna, the same way he brought us low, he gonna bring us high.
Okay.
It says, let me read that again. Verse 29, Baruch 4 and 29. It says, for he that have brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. So not only are you going to have everlasting joy, you're going to receive salvation. Right? It says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. And the Lord comforts us. Those of us that's in his word and doing all that we can to the best of our ability to serve him, he's comforting us, man. This is why when we see these things on these news reports and we see the chaotic nature that this world is going in, hey, we still have a sense of comfort, man, because we know that this is geared toward, this is gearing closer toward our salvation.
Come.
It says, verse 31, it said, miserable are they that afflicted thee. So look how miserable America is, man.
Yep.
Look how miserable the leaders are.
So,
And not just,
yeah,
you got it.
Just wanted to say shalom
Hey, shalom, elder.
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah.
Yeah, man. So not just America, you know, you have all of these countries and these throughout the four corners of the earth that received the Israelites and afflicted them.
Mm-hmm.
It says that those cities are going to be miserable, man. It says, miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall, man. All these nations, when you read Psalm, the 83rd chapter, it gives you the list of all the nations that was hating on you, pretty much. All the nations that came together to afflict you. And all these nations, you look at them now, man, their countries are in uproars, right? They can't get it together. They're trying to overthrow the governments and all that, man. Right? So the Lord said, miserable are they going to be. Verse 32, it said, miserable are the cities which thy children served. And aren't the Israelites still serving as slaves in these cities, in these countries? Yes. It says, miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. Right? And America is in a grieving state right now. Because every day you wake up, man, this place is constantly falling.
Yep.
Last one. This is 34. It says, for I will take away the rejoicing of a great multitude. Yeah, America used to be great in their eyes. You know, having that great old American family, that white picket fence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the apple pie in the window sill. And the women, you know, they were just so happy being home. And, you know, their husbands come home from a hard day's work and she just served the house. And it's not like that no more. You know, because for one, these devils, women are turning on them.
Yep.
Right? I was just looking at a video the other day, where you had this Edomite, his wife took him to child support. He was paying $14,000 in child support.
Damn.
$14,000 giving her, no, it was $14,000 back child support, but he was paying her $750 a month in child support, and he had to pay all of these expenses for the child. You know? So these devils, man, the curses is falling on them.
Yes, sir.
Salakia, can I add to that, Akim?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I had seen one of the brothers had posted a video on court with a female judge and this Edomite man, and his wife just had divorced him, and the divorce was finalized. So he already went through the divorce. Then he went to the store and got him a lotto ticket, and he hit the lotto for like 20 million. So his wife found out, and she tried to sue him in the court, saying that she's supposed to get some money out of that because she's his wife, his ex-wife or something like that. And he had to go to court and prove that he got divorced prior to him getting that lotto hit. And then the judge was trying to, so she lost, right? Because the judge couldn't, and it was an Eve. She was trying to find a way to make him pay, but she couldn't. So he like, can I get my money for the lawyer fees? She's like, no, you got enough money right now. You could pay for that. You could afford it. The judge telling him to the man. So my man was mad. Like, why gotta pay this? Because I hit the lotto. Doesn't mean I gotta pay for her lawyer fees. Why should I have to pay for that? She's not my wife.
I know she hurt.
The judge like, well, she can't afford it, and you got the money, so you'll be okay. You'll be all right. The judge ruling that he had to pay the lawyer fee. You see how this? That's why female judges, man, because they always want to try to find a way to angle it to a female type of way. Like even when a female is wrong and she can't prove that she's right, they still trying to find a way for you to pay for something for a female, man.
Yeah.
It's biased, man.
Yeah.
That's why they shouldn't have those type of roles, and because they always gonna go for them first.
Yeah.
When it comes to the female type of decisions, man, unless you're just a dirt bag of a woman, which is rare to them in their mind, they got to be like a soul to the low to the ground. You know what I'm saying? To kill your kid or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For them to feel like, okay, you're a bad woman.
Yeah.
So
they only faithful to their feelings, man. Everything is based on emotion. Every decision they make is based on emotion, man, and
Right.
and feelings. Like they don't make logical decisions. This is why, the scriptures say, give not a wicked woman freedom. And these women.
Yeah, so you're just saying it was the Edomites. They said that the curse is coming to Edomite. I just wanted to say, like, yeah, you're right about that, because that Edomite right there had to feel the curses that we've been feeling against our woman coming against us. You know what I'm saying? For money. Not a white woman's catching on to, like, I can do the same thing to him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why? Because she want to follow behind Eve's footsteps, man. Not all Eves is like that, but a vast majority of them are like that, man. They find out they pregnant, they start thinking dollar signs in their head. Oh, child support. As soon as this baby come out, child support.
Yep.
But this whole court system and all that's about to be a thing of the past too, right? They're gonna do away with child support and a whole bunch of these programs is getting cut as it is, man. Daycare, WIC, all these programs, man, gonna get cut. These women, like the scriptures tell you in Isaiah 32, it say they shall lament for the teats, right? So their benefits and the things that benefited them is they're gonna wish they had them, man. They're gonna leave them. All those benefits that these women were using to destroy men's lives, they're gonna lose it, man. And it's gonna backfire on a lot of them. So this 34 again, Baruch 4:34 says, "Well, I will take away the rejoicing of a great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning." And a sign of mourning is this woman you see on the screen. All of this hostility that she got in her voice is coming from mourning. All right, she's angry, man. She's sad. She's angry. She's full of different emotions, and this is how it's coming out. So let's finish this off.
Go finish the whole verse of 37 up.
37. You want to keep going?
Yeah. Finish it up.
Go on. It says, "For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure." And who's that? That's Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time, man. And you see who's in power. You see who's in power, man. But we at the end of that time. It says, "O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High." That's how the Israelites.
It's like it says, look from the east to Jerusalem. And he said nothing about no damn Africa, Negro talk about look toward Africa. Like what what's his name said, Marcus Garvey. Look toward Africa. He's coming from the east, your savior. Makes no damn sense. He said toward Jerusalem.
Yep.
He said let Jerusalem come in your mind.
Yep. Gone.
Not Africa.
It says, verse 37, "Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High," man. And hey, the tribe, they're gonna come together, and they're gonna go out the same, all at the same time, man. They're gonna get, gathered up and beamed up out of here, the elect, and ultimately, all the Israelites, they're gonna be dwelling safely in the land, land that is not the people that are in the land today. That's not their land.
Yep.
But the real Israelites, who are the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, they're going to go in that land, and they're going to dwell safely. Because if the people on the land today were the people, then they would be dwelling in safety. But they're not, man.
Good.
They're not.
Let's go back to Hosea 6 and 12. Good precept you just brought up.
You said Hosea 6 and 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Come on. Hosea 6 and verse 2 again. After 2 days will he revive us?
See, after 2 days will he revive us, right? Let's see. Let's go see what the 2 days is represent. The 2 days. Give me Psalm chapter 71, verse 20.
Psalm 71.
Verse 20. Moses said, after 2 days will he revive us.
Okay.
Because we are in the 2 days right now. And this Psalm 71:20 gonna show you this 2 days represent right now the Most High reviving us, man.
Con, this is Psalm 71 and verse 20. It says, "Thou which has showed me great and sore troubles."
So great and sore trouble. All the great and sore trouble we went through captivities, women getting raped, men getting slaughtered in the street, slave ship, all these things, longing for our children. It says, those which have shown me great and sore troubles. All these things that we've been through slavery, those are great and sore troubles. Go ahead.
Shall quicken me again.
Quicken me again, because during time of captivity, we start to become what? We start to lose our nationality. We start losing our nationality. But during time of captivity, we know our nationality. But as the children, as this generation, that generation died out, our children start not knowing who they are, because their parents have died and they have not taken on the same custom as their parents. A lot of our people know during time of slavery that they were the children of Israel. They know that. When Columbus came among the Indian, the Indian know they were Israel. The Northern Kingdom, they know they were Israel, like Simeon, Simeon, Issachar, all this tribe know they were Israel. But during time of slavery, Esau beat the crap out of them, telling them they somebody else. Or you're not Issachar, you this person, you that person. So the most we were beginning start to lose our custom who we were at one time. Now the most are reviving us by what? By bringing us back to what? To the memories that we are the sons and daughter of Israel. You see? Because we didn't listen. So the Most High allow us to go into slavery. Read that verse again.
Con. Psalm 71 and 20. It says, "Thou which has showed me great and sore troubles."
And trouble. Like I said, captivity and all the things we went through, the northern and the southern kingdom went through. Go ahead.
Shall quicken me again.
And now what? We start to awake from the dead state. Now we start realizing that we are the children of Israel. Okay, go ahead.
And shall bring me up again from the depths of the earth.
And what? From what is the depth of the earth? From a low state. The low state that we are in. The Most High started what? To revive us. Just like the Most High said, he created Adam from the dust of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It also means what? From a low state, when Adam become what? Become kings, start ruling over other nations, according to the book of Ezekiel. So when he said Most High created for Adam from the dust of the ground, from the dust, and from a low state also. So the Most High reviving us, bringing us back what? From a low state to a what? To a broader way, which is what? Us serving and keeping his commandment. Okay? That's the 2 days now. Let's go back to Hosea.
And when it says shall quicken me, meaning make him alive.
Yeah, exactly. Because we in a dead state. Like I said, valley of the dry bone. See? We're in a dead state. So the Most High God quicken us to what? To his spirit.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Hosea 6 verse 2 again, it says, after 2 days will he revive us.
So we are being revived now. What? Going back to what? Our nationality. That's the 2 days. We are we know we're Israel. Brother going around and saying we're Israelite, and you know what I mean? Everybody realizing, a lot of brothers is waking up now. Damn, we Israelite. I mean, you got Jacob that say, yo, I'm Israel. And they're proud. Even though some of them into that wickedness, but a lot of them start realizing that they are the children of Israel.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? But they not wake up 100%, but they start to wake up little by little. You got Ephraim, the northern kingdom, they start reviving. A lot of northern kingdom I've seen, they know they're Israel. Yep. You see what I'm saying? That's the 2 days we're living in when we become to reviving from what? from what? From a dead state to our nationality. Go ahead.
It says, in the third day, he will raise us up.
You see, the Most High gonna raise us up. So now, guess what? We're in this. The third day is when we in the kingdom. The more we raise up, we gotta start ruling with Yahushua Christ. We're gonna become kings and queens. You see what I'm saying? Our black women gonna become queens. The black men gonna become kings, prince, and princess. You see? Go ahead.
And we shall live in his sight.
And we're gonna live in the Most High sight. We ain't gonna be no cheated boy in the kingdom, all that garbage. Women living with women now. All that stuff is gonna be. You ain't gonna even come to no remembrance, man. You gotta get put to death. We're gonna be living a righteous life. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Finish verse 3.
In verse 3, it says, then shall we know if we follow on to know the Lord, his going forth is prepared as the morning.
Right, cut. Right. Now, say Hosea for a second. Guess Hosea 7 and 8.
Hosea chapter 7 and verse 8. It says, Ephraim, he have mixed himself among the people.
So Ephraim is not just talk about one tribe, the so-called Puerto Rican. Let's talk about the whole northern kingdom.
Okay.
Okay. It said Ephraim, he have mixed himself among the people, which is the Spaniard. Because back in the days, the Ephraimite tribe, little Ephraim now was the Spaniard built a wall called I can't remember the name of the wall. And the tribe of Ephraim went over the wall and started marrying into the Spaniard. Start sleeping with the Spaniard men, because remember, it was less men was during the time of slavery in Puerto Rico. A lot of Puerto Rican men was wiped out by the Spaniard. So it was more women left. So what happened? The Spaniard built a wall. I can't remember the name of the wall. I can't remember the name of the wall. But it's in a book called Rivers of Gold on page 135. It tells you the name of the wall. I can't remember the name. I think it's called I'll get back to it later.
Okay,
but that wall now, they build a wall to keep out the Taino woman, because they were laying up with the Spaniard men. And what happened is
they love them nowadays too.
They're doing the same thing now.
Yeah, they love them Edomites, man. The Northern Kingdom, they'll choose these devils rather than their own brothers.
Yes, exactly. They rather a lot of Puerto Rican women saying that they were told by their mother and grandfather not to give their children to a black man. They rather go and lay them with a so-called white man. They were doing the same thing back in the days. Tribe Ephraim was laying up with a Spaniard. They were having strange children.
Yeah, and it's crazy because a lot of the Northern Kingdom, they calling that out now. They say a lot of the women they talking about that history on what their parents used to tell them, and don't get with no black man, don't coming out. It would not just be so-called Puerto Rican. It'd be all the tribes, the so-called Mexicans, Ecuadorians, Dominicans, all that, man.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, go finish talking. Like, I mean, find the name of the wall.
Yeah, so I came across that video, and not just one video. It was a couple of videos where, you know, it's mainly the women. Or you got some Northern Kingdom, you know, Jakes that's coming out too, but it's mainly the women. They saying why, when they got to a certain age, they was asking themselves why do they hate, you know, Black Americans so much, you know, and then, you know, they will put a stereotype on them and say that, you know, the so-called Negroes are violent, they're loud, they're ratchet, you know, this and that, which all the tribes are ratchet, man. All the tribes are loud, you know.
In their own way. Mexicans, they play their music loud. I mean, if you go to Spanish Harlem, all you hear is the music loud, obnoxious Spanish people. You know what I'm saying? So-called Spanish people playing their music real loud all night too, all day,
Yeah.
all night. That's
Yep.
in some Bronx areas it's all day, all night, man.
Yep.
Like let's just be real about that. It's not only just so-called black people that play their music loud all day. It's them too, and they buy cars that's loud,
I was
waking
just
everybody
about
up
to say
all the
that.
time, man. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying? It's not only us just rob dirt bikes, you know what I'm saying, and be loud, but they buy these cars that's souped up, the engines is loud as hell, you know what I'm
yep.
saying? And they blast their music, they spam music dumb loud driving down the street all
Hey,
day.
hey, when I was growing up, you had because I grew up around so-called Puerto Ricans. You know, they was known for they was known for putting their speaker out the window, so, so the whole neighborhood could hear what they listening to, man.
Con. That's right. Yo, con.
Come on, man. We all do the same things, man. You know, so come on, don't do that. Don't act like y'all, Northern Kingdom, a lot of the Northern Kingdom, especially the older generation, they act like, they was just so different. No, you wasn't, man. You know, a lot of y'all grew up in
Right.
the crack epidemic, and a lot of y'all was fiends just like
Epidemic, yeah.
so-called Negroes, man. You know,
Mhm.
wherever the so-called Negroes
Yep.
was and what they was doing, y'all was doing the same thing. You know,
Exactly.
so don't do that, man. But
Cause back in the
Jake,
60s, a lot of Mexicans was into Islam. They joined Malcolm X and everything. A lot of them Ishkar was following Malcolm X. But they're
yeah,
not pushing it out there, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Malcolm X followers were Ishkar, Mexicans, and
yeah,
Puerto Rican, a lot of them tribes.
yep, yeah, man.
Yep.
But they'll put the Southern Kingdom in the forefront because they know Judah is the head tribe. So if they can keep the head tribe, you know, on a leash, then the other tribes ain't gonna do nothing. This is why, with all of this going on with ICE, who is the Northern Kingdom calling on? You could call on the Chinese, the Japanese, you could call on Esau, Edom, right? But why are you calling on the so-called Negroes to come and help? Because they know, like, Jake, the Southern Kingdom, Jake, they got like a thing with them that the whole world knows, man, that they scared of.
Cool.
So you doing that, and that's a spiritual thing. All these people on the earth, you just call on the so-called Negroes. Why you not helping us? Why we need to come together, black and brown, and this and that. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
but it ain't black and brown when black going through they transverses against this Edomite man.
Yeah.
When an Edomite coming down on a so-called black man, none of these other tribes are around to help us. They go right back in their house and close their door and act like they don't see nothing, man.
Exactly.
Let's just be real about that, man. They don't be helping us when it comes to us. When it comes to our civil rights, they wasn't there. When you look at all the old photos, there's a sprinkle of them inside the old photos of the civil rights movements, man. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't a part of that, man. Because at that time they was choosing to be a part of white society, so-called white society, because that's how they was getting those loans to get they businesses running. You know what I'm saying? They choose those sides when it comes to making businesses, man. Because they know the so-called black man doesn't get those type of loans, man. We just started getting those loans recently. You know what I'm saying? And then we still gotta go above and beyond and get these loans, man. They don't just give it to us like it's okay, here you go. When it comes to them. Like it's a guarantee that they're gonna make their money back from these people. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
At the end of the day, when we make our black owned businesses be lasting longer than theirs. Like undercover, there's a lot of black owned businesses that's been in the hood that you never knew about. You know what I'm saying? That's been there for 30, 40 years. You know what I mean? But they don't put that out in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to show successful black businesses in America, man. They don't want to do that, man.
No, they don't. And then on top of that, it's like, when Jake do open up a business, he welcomed so-called Latinos to work with him, man.
But
when it's the other way around, It's
Oh
been
no.
many stories. They don't want Negroes working in their businesses. They don't want
Man,
that.
I've worked with them, man. They don't even want you around them, man. I used to
Yep.
do parking lot jobs, man. I'll tell
Yeah.
you, they run that. They run the parking lot industry, man. They don't
Yeah.
know when that was in there, they hated me in there, man. Try to take my tip money and all that, man. They get grimy, bro.
Ah,
I had to park
yeah,
on a couple times, man. I don't play with them, man.
yeah, man. Yeah.
A
I
lot of
see it.
tribes feel their own tribe, though. A lot of tribe,
Yeah.
not to cut you off, because look at Levi. You remember a couple of months
Oh,
ago,
yeah. Levi is
the
another
man
one.
said when
Yeah.
they pulled
Yeah, Levi.
the ICE pulled a Levite woman out of the car, and man, I don't know where them Levi come from. Mark. They came out, you know, like roaches just pop up.
Uh-huh.
Them people pop up, man. They start beating the crap out of ICE because they know she was a Levi.
Mhm.
Them Levi come together. I guarantee if it was a Benjamin they did that to, you won't see no Levi tribe there.
Yeah.
Or
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? If a Judah tribe, Esau did that too, you won't see no Levi. So
Yeah.
that's another tribe back from the Southern Kingdom. They stick to their own. They don't. They
Yeah.
stick to their own people.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very sad, you know. Shalom, brother.
Yeah. Shalom,
You know,
brother.
it's
Shalom.
sad. So not only Northern Kingdom like that, the Southern Kingdom like that also.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
same with Benjamin.
Con.
Benjamin is another tribe,
Oh.
man. Benjamin only thinking, scheme of friends like they the shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like they,
Nah,
they're
that's
better
mhm.
than other tribe. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, man. When that thing happened on Flatbush, when Levi up, I say real loud. If that was a other tribe, them Levi would never come and help. They would watch them crap. I beat the crap out of them. Other tribe, and it's so
Yeah.
sad, man.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how it is. You know, they have a supermarket called Cherry in Brooklyn, and they all over.
Uh-huh.
And you don't see none of them Northern Kingdom want to hire Jake. You might see a few Jake now because they was uproaring about Cherry not hiring, but majority of them are Dominican, Simeon.
Yeah.
Cherry, they say is owned by Simeon. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna take their word for it. I have to do more further research on that.
Simeon is another one.
Owned by Simeon. And a lot of Dominican in the supermarket. Like if you see one Jake, good luck.
Yeah. Simeon is another tribe.
The whole day to see you might see a Jake in the supermarket, but 95% of them, 99% of them is the Northern Kingdom, man.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot of the Northern Kingdom, they feel like they come over here, they already a target. So, no matter what Negroes go through, we just gonna work. We're gonna put our heads down. We're gonna try to find our place in this country. That's all they worried about, But now with this whole ICE thing, is their own people that's rounding them up, man.
Yeah,
they got a lot of so-called Mexican ICE agents, man. That don't make no sense.
Con. Because for that money, man, Jake, Southern Kingdom and Northern Kingdom, man, they gonna do for that money, man.
Yeah,
that money in their pocket, they gonna bend they gonna put all their more to the side, man.
What they give them 50,000 sign-on bonus?
Yeah. Plus on top of their check. Yep. And you get license to carry, all that.
Yeah.
And Trump immune them. He immuning them for being prosecuted.
Yep.
In a jury, man.
But the MO of this devil is he gonna use you until he can't use you no more. So once this country go to SHIT, them ICE agents, man, they're gonna turn on all of those Issacharite ICE agents and Jake ICE agents, period, man. They're gonna turn on them.
Yep.
Only using you
for
every
man for themselves.
You're gonna have them Edomites, man, they're gonna just flip the script on you, man. And you're gonna be like, man, I thought we was brothers. And you're gonna be surprised.
You can be amen for themselves, because when things get tough and people can't eat and people losing money and people can't go back to their homes and their cars, people are gonna turn to desperation, man. And it's gonna be about your family, or even their family. It's gonna just be about them survival at this point, man. Whoever closest to you, they're gonna protect, man, and they gonna care about who. Oh yeah, we was neighbors, cousins, brothers. They don't care about that, man. In that day, man. That's what's coming, man.
Scriptures tell you in 2 Ezra 15-19, they shall have no pity upon their neighbor. What shall spoil their goods, and for the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So in that day, they ain't gonna give a damn who you are. They don't care. They ain't gonna care if your kids slept over at their house and you went over there and watched the game and y'all wives know each other. They ain't gonna care. Man, you got something they wanted and they ain't asking.
Yep.
It's gonna be a dog eat dog world real soon. Real soon, man.
Like I say in Second Timothy chapter 3, that it's gonna be perilous time. You know what I mean? Pride gonna be high, ego gonna be high, people gonna be cold-hearted. You know what I'm saying? And that's showing right now. That's showing right now, man. Every time I go to the news, I see a cold-hearted crime, man. And a lot of it coming from domestic violence, man. Domestic violence is rising, man, because the woman don't want to be in order, the men don't want to be in order, and it's a clashing. Who gonna have more power over another? And then the dudes is crashing out, man.
Yeah.
Crashing out, taking out the wife, the kids, the mother-in-law. I seen the one took out the mother-in-law and everybody, man. For that adultery, man. And see, women don't understand that, man. That adultery is a trigger. All things that men go through with you, woman, man, is that adultery, man, is a mind destroyer, man. It destroys a man's mind to the point to where he gets desperate and like, you know what, I gotta take you out, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna have me out. Because some dudes do it for different things. Some dudes do it for their character, like for based on their name in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Or their family name. You know what I'm saying? Like, or what they think they are to them. You know what I'm saying? Their ego, pride, whatever they got. And like, nah, you ain't gonna do me like that. Nah, I'm getting you out of here. I'll go to jail. You ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'll take it. You know what I mean? Or I'll off myself with you.
Yeah, that just happened, right? That just happened. The dude, put his wife in the spirit world and then, let off in himself.
Yeah, because America promotes women to be able to, go outside and wear what they want to wear and talk to who they want to talk to and go where they want to go, all times of the night, any time of the day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can't go through my phone. It's a law they put out that it's gonna make a crime to go through your wife's phone. I'm like, how that's gonna be? How is a crime? Like, you know what I'm saying?
How is that even a law?
Yeah, they're trying to make that into a law. And in New York right now, they just passed a law that adultery is not even gonna be prosecuted or something like that. Or you can no, I think it's a matter of fact, I think it might be reversed. I know one state saying that adultery is gonna be a crime. And then one state is saying that adultery is not. I think in New York saying adultery is not a crime. Like, you can commit it and you can still file for divorce. Woman got to file for divorce even though she's in the wrong all the way. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this country doesn't even promote healthy relationships, man, with the household. That's all by systematic. You know what I'm saying? Systematically,
design.
Derived, design. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they want that because you take the man out the child's mind, the father out the child's mind. Only had the woman mind in it, right? The woman had to weigh the woman. He's going to be of the world, because like I said in 2 Peter, that if a man has a wife, he will do things to please his wife. How you should he should do things to, if he has a wife, he gonna love the world to do things because he gonna want things to do for his wife. But if he's single, he gonna do things for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? How he should please the Lord. So you know that the woman is of the world, because if you pleasing her, she want things of the world. She wants to go out on vacation. She want to go out to eat every weekend. She want to go out to parties. She want to go out to shows and all these, you know what I'm saying, support Cardi B shows. You know they know what they doing. Man.
All this BS, man.
Yeah, exactly. And no time for the Lord. When do women ever put time for the Lord aside, bro? Except for everybody else, they Sunday, where they all go on Sunday morning. And all the wickedness they did the whole week is going to be relinquished. You're going to be forgiven on Sunday, every Sunday. That's what the woman believes in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all the world. That's not the scriptures.
Yeah. This is why brothers ain't even getting married no more. This is why, brothers saying to hell with it, man. Like if I need something from a woman, I just do that and then you go about your day. It's sad. But brothers they protecting themselves now, because you get with a woman in this society that thinks how this society wants them to think. You get with them, you try to give them the world, like Jake say, I give you the world, and then you do that, and you put all this time and energy and resources into this woman, and then one morning she wake up and she like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm bored. After she done, after y'all done bought a house together, but now being that she want a divorce, she gets the house. She gets a car, she gets the dog, she gets the kids, and the man now he got to find his way. Now he got to start back at the bottom. So you got brothers that just like, nah, the hell with that, man. I'm not wasting my time no more. And women, they having a hard time now because they're saying, where all the good men? Why no man want to, do this, and why they don't want to take us out no more and do that? And, well, you got to blame your own, your sister circle for that. The man ain't got nothing to do with that. This is what y'all wanted. A man try to approach them. They don't want to be approached. Get the hell away from me. You broke. You got to have this amount of money. You got to look this way. You got to be this tall. You got to work out. You got to have this type of car. You got to have this type of house.
Yeah, sure. But sometimes it's a two-way thing. You know what I mean? Because I agree with you, but it's a two-way thing. Because sometimes I have to be honest, some of these brothers are niggerish, man. You know what I'm saying?
No,
they look at the black man as a slave object. You know what I mean? And and you got a lot of good Eve out there also, but sometimes they're being hurt by brothers. And when you get hurt by a person, an example, a slavery, right? You've been hurt by slavery so much back in the days, man. When you look at them guys, look at them Edomite, they can't stand them. So that's the same concept with a lot of times since Eve been sister been hurt by brothers, because I know brothers that been hurt by sisters, sister been hurt by brother in Israel. I call them say Israelite, and they have bad feelings how brother mistreat them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's about it both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eve is into a lot of wickedness. Brothers into a lot of wickedness. Say both ways. Sometimes you see sisters. A lot of these sisters are very bitter because they try and brother abuse them. Beat them up and stuff. Because a lot of brothers got bad temperament, anger problem. And beat up the woman. So,
no, that's what I see that too. But with that, like Jake, see, is this thing where you ever been with a woman elder that just like she'll constantly compare you to her past relationships, and you have to deal with that. To whereas Jake could give the woman a chance until she starts messing up. That woman, Jake sticks with that woman. Not like, you got niggas all through Israel. And,
that's true.
Our people, are just off, men and women, for the most part.
Because if the brother get himself in order, man, sister will follow. Not all of them, because a lot of them been deceived to the world. But it's a vice versa, man. Sometimes, I know sisters that from other school, and I ain't gonna say it. And man, she said, brother, her husband be beating the crap out of her because sometimes she, she didn't cook or whatever. She's on her friend. What I'm talking about. But and brother be beating the crap out of her, man, for no reason. Yeah. So you got a lot of brothers out there got bad temper, man. They just use the Bible as a scapegoat. And the same thing with the sisters, same thing. The same, no different. So it's a 50-50, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you got bad, scripture tell a wicked man, a wicked woman is given to the hands of a wicked man.
Yep.
Vice versa. So the brother's going off, the sister's gonna go off because he's supposed to be the head of the house. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, that's the thing, I got daughters and I try to show them, teach them how, the right way to keep the commandment of how to be a wife when they grow up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they were not dignified as a, you might have a tree out there, right? The tree at the back of your house, the tree growing wild and spreading all over the place. You gotta trim the tree, right? So a lot of these sisters were not cultivated the right way to be a good husband. Same thing. A lot of black men were not cultivated the right way to be a good husband to the wife. You know, same thing. Sister would not cultivate to be a good wife to to the husband. They both gonna grow wild, like a spread out olive tree all over the damn place.
Yeah, definitely the curses,
Yeah. So that's how it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that because I have girl child. I'm just saying that from the experience I've seen what happened with Eve, you know, and it's common sense, you know, what happened with Eve. Eve lived a miserable life for a brother beat the crap out of him. Because when I was at a school, I 145th, man, on a Sabbath, brother, I seen a Jake beat the crap out of his wife right in front of school, and nobody do nothing about it.
Yeah, that's off.
On a Sabbath, I slap of a woman. What's the purpose of doing that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we never condone hitting women. Never.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it's some evil Jakes out here. This is my thing, and you know, we all know right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? We obviously it's like a moral compass that we all have right now. When you get into the truth, you get the divine ways of right and wrong, right? And the Lord, like now you know what the Lord sees as right and wrong, not just your own divine moral compass you have inside yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That these women don't want the divineness of the Lord. They don't want that. They have their own moral compass of what they think is right or wrong. Because some women don't think cheating is wrong in their eyes. They think that adultery is wrong. You can do it, I can do it. Or why you can do something I can't do. You know what I'm saying? Even though they know, even when you bring facts to them that they keep DNA inside their bodies for their whole life. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why the Most High designed it that way purposely. That's why he told the woman to be with only one man your whole life, because he designed it that way purposely. Because if a man's still alive, you're not released from him. When he dies, them DNAs that's in you, they die off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why he told the woman not to deal with more than one man. So it's the divine reason on why the Most High, and the women don't want to accept that. They don't want to accept the divine reasoning, even when it's proven through their so-called science that they believe in. You know what I'm saying? Because they believe in, is it a fact? Can you prove it? You know, a woman wants you to prove something to her. You know what I'm saying? So when you still prove it to her, I don't know. I don't think that's real. You know what I'm saying? They gotta have a excuse. You know what I'm saying? To do wickedness. You know, because like it says, all wickedness but little to the wickedness of a woman. Now, when you hear that, we're not saying that men don't do wickedness. Men do wickedness too, but a man's wickedness doesn't even compare to a woman's wickedness, because her wickedness is coming straight from the devil. That's why, because when you read Genesis, and I always say to myself, Adam was in the garden with the tree of knowledge and good and evil, and the tree of life was in the garden too with him, as we said, right? And he told him don't touch it. Before Eve was made, he already told him that it was there, and he didn't deal with it. Adam didn't deal with the tree of knowledge and good and evil before Eve came on. When Eve came on the scene, she was the one that communicated directly to the tree of knowledge and to the serpent. You know what I'm saying? And she directly dealt with him. You know what I'm saying? So the serpent was there, but the serpent couldn't get to Adam because Adam already knew the truth already. He already knew that I'm not dealing with you. You know what I'm saying?
He went to the weaker vessel.
So Eve knew, because she repeated verbatim to the serpent what Adam told her, that God said that she told him that God said this. So she knew what she knew. You know what I'm saying? What she wasn't supposed to do.
She knew she was supposed to listen to her husband.
She had a moral compass already right there. She knew that it was wrong already. She already knew, because God said don't do this. My husband said don't do this. But I'm gonna go against my husband because this is pleasant to my eyes. It looks good to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how women operate to this day. Oh, he look good. I'm gonna leave my husband for him for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? For 20 years you've been with this man. You know what I'm saying? And you want to leave for a man that look good, better than your man? That's the same sin in the garden to me right there. Yeah. So it's just repeating itself.
That's what we said earlier. She's because remember, she will not cultivate. Remember we mentioned that earlier. If a lot of these sisters will cultivate, no matter what, stick with their husband. Because a lot of we live in a world, a materialistic world. You know what I'm saying? Where if a person is not strong minded, the devil will get her. Okay. Exactly. Same thing with the brother. A lot of brother was in the knowledge and stuff. They wait. What happened? The world get back to them. Because Satan is going to send you something that you're most that attractive. A lot of time, a woman attract to a man that look good, light skin, straight nose. I call it hooked woodpecker nose and stuff. They like them type of you know, when they see Eve, Mrs. Ann, Uncle Sam have his woman on TV with straight nose, blonde hair. Eve get enticed by that because her mind is weak, but not all of them. Same thing with Jake. Jake said the same thing with the white man. Got blonde hair, blue eyes, and hook nose and stuff. And it's the same thing, man. So it's vice. It's right. Don't matter how we put it. It's the same agenda. It goes to the women and it goes to the men because a lot of men being enticed by worldly lifestyle. Same thing, women being enticed by worldly lifestyle. But you got sisters and brothers out there that are really, really stand by what they believe. You know what I'm saying? They believe in that man.
Yeah. I mean,
you know,
Most High gonna keep a remnant. He gonna keep a remnant here. You know, I believe that he gonna keep a few remnant because he's not gonna just get rid of all of us. Yeah, of course it's gonna be, but it's like the brothers are saying, it's just rare that you're gonna find Eves in a bundle. You know what I'm saying? To actually go with the Lord because the Lord is not attractive. You know what I'm saying, to the woman. That's what it comes down to.
It's like my brother said, sister said, because said there's so much healing, a lot of us don't need to take place because of our past and the trauma of slavery. Really, yes, it's called post-traumatic slave syndrome. Slavery really traumatized us. The white man say, you're too black. It's the same way with the Dominican, right? All the northern kingdom, Dominican were mainly white thing. They're white. The people in Dominican Republic and those in Argentina. Okay, a lot of the Dominican they have this guy named Rafael Chirella, right? He was president of the Dominican Republic. He used to go all over the world and find women to come, bring them to the Dominican Republic, rape other women and get them impregnate them, and so forth, right? And when a woman was raped, a woman was raped by the Spaniard. If she have a male child grow up and have children later on and so forth, and the child have that light complexion. Now, before the child leave the hospital, they have to put on the child birth certificate white because they are light skinned. So a lot of these Dominican women and men grow up thinking that, okay, they're white because these things had traumatized us from a birth. You know what I'm saying? Because look, Raphael Trello said, listen, if you're light skinned, you're white, right? While other people in the Dominican Republic, they're dark skinned, they don't like it. So that dark skinned person now gonna say, listen, you know what? I want to be white, man. What can I do? They will start bleaching themselves. Who did that back in ancient time? A sister by the name of Queen Elizabeth I, the daughter of King Henry VIII. She was bleaching herself. That's another system of slave syndrome. Because slavery really affects us.
Good.
And we thinking that if we don't fit the description of the American agenda and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Then we're not the way we don't look. If we don't fit society, Esau society, then we don't consider look a human being.
That's why.
Yeah, now we start back test.
Now we start reviving out of that that way of thinking and start realizing, damn, we are important people by learning our history. Now we start to revive, which is the second day. We start reviving and listen, you know, if you're dark skinned, they always say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, right? It's an old time saying. You know, so even scientists have said that the more darker you are, the more better your pigment is. So we have a thing called the third eyes, which is the pigment in our skin. They call it the third eyes. You know what I'm saying? And we could stay in sun for 24 hours without even getting sun cancer. But Esau can't do that. You see what I'm saying? So once we know who we are, man, we're gonna be at a much better stage. But those that's out in the world that don't want to wake up, they're gonna be in that stage until judgment day come up, because they thinking that if once you're in Esau society and Esau ruling and so forth, hey, once the white man ruling, hey, I feel good. I don't give a damn what he do. I'm good. As long as the white man rule over me, because that's how all people say, man. You know what I'm saying?
And you'll be surprised because you even got it coming out now, where with these devils, especially the women, you know, they saying how much these Edomite men talk about Jake, how much they are infatuated with him, man, And the Edomite woman want to be Eve so bad to the point where she want to steal your man. Right? They have had classes on how to get Jake, and every woman of every other nation was attending those classes. Eve was the only one that would attend those classes. That's a real thing, man. You know,
sad.
But on the surface, they telling you ugly, you're black, and you're dirty, and society don't accept you. But in the house, they wishing that they could be you.
Because women are followers, man. They followers. They're gonna follow whatever the trend is. Whatever women all agree on who's the handsomest man on earth, they all gonna agree to it. So that's how women operate, man. Because you know how I know that's true, man. They talk about how you're a cheater. You know what I'm saying? I don't like cheaters, right? But as soon as you on Instagram, right, and say they all agree that this man's attractive, they all in the comments like, oh, I would do this, I would do it. How y'all all on here saying that they're gonna get with this man, all the ingredients to it, but y'all over here saying y'all don't like to be like men being with multiple women. Y'all don't think men should be with multiple, but for this man right here, he gets to have all that attention because y'all all agree to it that he's attractive to y'all. Come on, man. It's a double standard, man.
He got money, like the elder said. It's a materialistic world with a bunch of materialistic girls. So if Jake got it, he got millions. He tall. He got the big house, the nice car. Not all our women. That we always got to say that. Not all our women, but a huge amount of our women are like this, man.
They don't gotta be like that. They all just agree that he's like has an attractive feature. So they all agree to it. Like, he's like say like the mugshots that go viral with certain men, that mugshots they get locked up, and they be like, what's his bond? What's his bill? I'll take him. They all be saying, like, y'all all agree, but then y'all say that y'all don't want men to have multiple women, but y'all all in this comment section with y'all all on there saying what's up.
Yeah, you
y'all all see each other.
You compete.
Y'all all see each other on there. So it's a lie that they believe that a man's supposed to have one. That's a lie, man. Only for certain men. That's what they believe in. For certain men, you shouldn't have multiple women. You should just deal with one woman because you're not that level to where you can get it. That's how they look at it. You're not in that level yet. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But let's take it back to slavery, right? What we all when we were in slavery, we all was on the same level. We all were slaves, right? But the Esau would take a man called a Mandingo, right? And they'll take this man and have this man sleep with all the women and impregnate all the women on a plantation. You know what I'm saying? With his seed. And they didn't have a problem with that at that point. You know what I'm saying? They all know about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They all know about this stuff, man. They go into history, man.
They would say it wasn't a choice back then. They would say that.
Yeah, whatever, man. Because women had choices back then too. Not as much as they do now, but they still had choices back then too. More than the man did. The man would get buck break. You know what I'm saying? Which is when they try to emasculate the man in front of the on the plantation so that they don't rebel against the plantation masters. You know what I'm saying? So they know about that history too.
Yeah, like you said earlier, like okay, we was all slaves back then during chattel slavery. We was all slaves, but now it's a different slavery. And then now, being that we have all this knowledge that the Lord has given us, you got a lot of men that's waking up. But then you got Eve that's still, in the world, still in the world. At some point in time in your life, you got to say, listen, what happened to us in the past, that's what happened. But now we gotta try our best to fix it. Eve not willing to do that. Jake still wants Eve, but Eve saying,
we love Eve, man. Eve's the best woman on earth, man.
That's
She's
what I'm
the best
saying.
woman on earth. You know what I'm saying? So we all love her. But the thing is, Eve doesn't see a benefit with being a part of this truth, man. She look as a Hebrew Israelite as like, oh, what is that? Oh, no, you hate. Nah, man. No, y'all don't want to.
But in turn, she would say, yeah, I know we are the people of the book. I know we are the people of the book. But wait, we reading out the book. We telling you your part in the book and what you're supposed to be doing. But nah. Like Yaradon said, you know, the other week I was talking to an Eve and we got into scriptures and she flat out told me that the Bible was boring.
Mm-hmm.
She could not, she couldn't read it every day like I do. So that's the spirit on a lot of our women, man. The world is more enticing than the word of the Most High, man. Yeah, she's just comfortable with just saying, you know, I love God, I believe in God, and then go about her day. You know what I'm saying?
And then she gets some type of if she gets some type of monetary gain in this life, right? She believes God's giving it to her. Oh, God's blessing me. But it's a whole bunch of wickedness, evil people that got a whole bunch of money out here. Is God blessing them too? I always said to them, like, so you think God blessing you because you got this, a car or stuff, or whatever you say you got, right? But and you still doing wickedness, you're still doing evil stuff, right? But is people out here like Playboy, like Hugh Hefner? He's been rich his whole life. He promotes pornography, and he's been rich his whole life. He's been living good his whole life, man. Was God blessing him? See this?
They forgot about Satan. That's why.
Yeah, Satan blesses too.
That's exactly. They would go and say, "Oh, God's bless." Oh, God. They don't say Satan blessing me. They say, "Oh, God's blessing me." That's what they say. They don't say that. They don't say Satan's blessing them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they should be saying, because you ain't doing right.
You see, the country we live in, you know, a country like America, you know, they would call it a materialistic or consumerist. Consumerist is a country that's all about looks, fame, money, you know, attraction and so forth. You know what I'm saying? That's why America is called a consumerist. Consumerist, a country that's believing nothing but materialistic, and no other country like that than America. I mean, you go to Germany, you go to Russia, man. Them white people, them either might love dark skinned women. They don't look at, you know, they don't look at the color. You know what I'm saying? They just love black women.
Yeah.
Whether they're light skinned or not, you know. If you take Jennifer Lopez to Germany and you take a dark skinned black woman, an example, there's a Dominican sister.
Yeah.
She's real dark skin. What's her name?
With the afro. She be on the reality show.
Yeah, her name La Negra.
La Negra. Oh my God, La Negra will make Jennifer Lopez look like a goddamn.
Yeah, she look good. Yeah, she look real good.
Yeah. La Negra. That's a pure, beautiful black woman right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then dealing with Jennifer Lopez, which she's not even a real Puerto Rican. Her father is Spaniard.
Yeah.
A lot of Puerto Rican thinking that
I think she's German, right? She's German, something like that. She's a German.
Her father is Spaniard. We're talking about Schomburg. Yeah, Schomburg. He's not Puerto Rican. He's German.
Okay.
His father is a German.
Oh, okay.
You know, La Negra. That's a prime example of a beautiful black woman, and she said she love it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
they were trying to stop her from saying that or something. It was a controversy with her, but she said no. She, in order for her to stay to make some money, she would have to change, you know, her speech. And she was like, no, she's not doing that.
That's right. She a proud sister, black woman. They say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. You know, but this is a country. This is a country of consumerists, man. That's America for you.
That's right.
All it's materialistic. Please look at the word consumerist for me.
Consumerist.
Yeah, that's my father taught me that word years ago. I just want to make sure you remember. You know, consumerist, man. That's America. It's all about money, fame, beauty, how you look and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, like a lot of these black men look at Drake, like, you know, he's you know. But the thing is, a lot of people don't realize, man. The Mosai, matter of fact, there's a scripture Mosai tells Samuel, look not on his looks.
Con. Wisdom of Solomon, you talking about? Song of Solomon.
Read the consumers first.
Con, you see it? Yeah. Commerism. Let's see. Consumerist. It says consumerism is a social and economic order encouraging the acquisition of goods and services in ever increasing amounts. Key characteristics include a fast-paced, high consumption lifestyle. And that's what people want, man. You know, I need this many bags. I need this many pairs of shoes. I need this many cars. I need a house in every, you know, state. I need a beach house. I need a vacation home. Things like that. It says prioritizing material goods. Yeah. They feel like they don't matter if they don't have this. Like take for instance all this the BS, the Louis Vuitton, the Gucci, and all that stuff. Every single celebrity, they always shopping at the same stores: Balenciaga, Fendi, Prada, Louis.
Oh,
Salakia.
Salakia. I gotta tell you something too about the Balenciaga I had seen. They got a new commercial. After we done with this stream, you can look it up. But they got a new commercial promoting their fashion line, and it's so demonic, right? Man. They got horns and demons all in the whole thing. And Jake would still see that and still buy their merchandise.
That's right. That's right.
And their merchandise ain't regular price too, $1,000 and up. So that's how
man.
Jake don't give a damn at this
and
point.
And they ugly. Man. The clothes are ugly, man.
Jake don't give a damn. Jake don't give a damn, man. I'm telling you,
Hey, remember, Elder? Remember a couple of years ago with that whole thing with Balenciaga, how they came out saying something racist about Negroes, and you know they had I think it was a jacket or something, and it had blackface on it, and they was you know gearing that toward Jake, and then they seen this coon Negro Mayweather. They stopped him, and he was like, "Yo, what do you think about the Balenciaga and the whole, you know, the whole blackface and all this and that?" This Negro gonna say, "Well, listen, man, I'm gonna do what I want, man. I'm about to go ahead and Gucci, and I'm about to spend 30,000, whatever." And then he came out the store, he had all these bags. He just completely, avoided the question, man.
Most High gonna destroy that nigga. I ain't gonna lie. He's one nigga that's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah,
he already aligned himself with the damn small hats anyway.
Yep.
He's ready. He already marked, man. And see all these celebrities, man. I hope the Most High do a public unaliving of these people, man. It needs to be publicly seen, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake gonna need to wake up to that, man. You know what I'm saying? They need to see these people get the Most High judgment publicly, man. You know what I'm saying? Not behind closed doors, man. It gotta be public for Jake to wake up, man. All the idols gotta be brought down publicly, man.
Yeah. And I heard, to go back to the what you said, Elder, about when you go to these other countries, how they love dark-skinned women. They the same way with Jake when you go over there. The women in Russia and Germany and Switzerland, and man, they love dark-skinned Jakes over there. It's only in America where Negroes are being told that they're ugly and nobody wants them and this and that. It's only in America, man. Only in America.
Good.
Yardon said E suffers badly from Stockholm syndrome. I want to go back to a comment that the brother put up. He said, "Peace, brothers. Mexico had a black president and ended slavery before the USA, which is why the US invaded. There are many examples throughout history where the tribes came together." Yes, that's true. And the tribes are going to come together in the last days as well.
Yeah.
That prophecy of Ezekiel 37 is going to come to pass. There's nothing nobody can do about that, man. Both kingdoms going to come together.
He's talking about Vincent Guerrero.
Oh, okay.
It was, Mexican second black president. Second president, called Vincent Guerrero. Way before Lincoln. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got.
I got a question, for Lamad. Didn't it was like basically a separation between Afro Mexican and straight hair Mexican they had out there, like Mexicans, they got the straight hair looking, and then had the Afro Mexican. that he was like the Mexican with the Afro type of hair texture. They had like
Well, there was. You mean you said there
back
was
in the
a
old time, like back in like before the 1600s, something like 1400s, around that time when they was out there. I have read something about that. They had pictures of them with like Mexicans with the fros.
Mm-hmm. From the Mexican with the different hair texture.
Yeah, they had like with the fro, like they call them Afro Mexican.
Yeah, they were the same. Like that. You got a lot of Judah that fled into Mexico during the time of slavery, and they call themselves Afro Mexican. You got a lot of Judites fled into Mexico during the time of slavery. Gad also. So those that call themselves Afro Mexican, they were blacks that fled into Mexico the same way. A lot of blacks fled up into when during the time of Civil War, the Civil War 1876. They promised them, the Black American Judah, that if they have them fight the war, they have land and houses for them in England. You know, so a lot of them went up there. So same thing with the Afro Mexican. A lot of them are Judite that stayed in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. They call themselves the Afro Mexican. A lot of them were Black American.
And there's a lot of Salakia. There's a lot of Southern Kingdom Jakes still in Mexico that they don't want that to be known. Where Issachar and Jake get together, man. They over there together. You know, I seen a video a couple of years back in the hood and over there in Mexico, where you had Issachar and Judah, you know, just living amongst each other, you know, playing sports together.
Yep.
You know, all that, man. But they'll never show that on mainstream media. I'll never show that, man.
That was in 1820.
They don't want.
Go ahead. No problem. I was in, I think, really 1829, 1865. They was trying to seek freedom from the bondage of slavery. So a lot of them said that I'd rather fly to Mexico. So they fled, you know, because Mexico always been part of Texas at one time. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So you got a lot of Black American, I think, what 10,000 enslavement from all. They start from Texas and they fled from Texas all the way to Mexico and they stayed over there. And they call them Afro Mexican, you know, just like the $5 Indians and stuff. In order for them, you know, it's so much Esau, it's so much Judah been through, you know what I'm saying? That they have to even change their lifestyle, you know. There's a thing called a $5 Indian. A lot of Black American pay $5 to become Indians and stuff, just because of slavery, because the way Esau was doing them. So they could join the, you know, Gad and so forth, you know what I'm saying? So it was
you know, Gad came against Judah a lot during the time of when Edomites came and they was making agreements with Gad. They had slaves too. Gad, Judah, Southern Kingdom slaves.
They were slaving each other. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because that was the Edomites swindling them into doing that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you can make this much money. Look how much money we're making off of this, right? And you can have this land. This land can be yours over here, and you know what I'm saying? And they still screw them over at the end. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't trust the Edomites, man. You can't trust Esau, man.
And on no level, man.
Even if you think he's being fair with you, he's not being fair. Some type of way. Like,
they used to call him the Moscow Gus. The Moscow Gus, which they were like Seminole Indian, you know. The Moscow Gus, they would like call themselves Seminole Indian. The place that fled into Mexico called, I think called it Casa, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think he called Coalia, place in Mexico. That's where they fled. So you got a Seminole Indian. Because remember, you got a lot of Seminole Indian in Mexico also. I mean, Israel just scattered all over the place. So some of the Mexican, you seen that cops are Mexican. A lot of them are American Indian, and some of them are Blackfoot Indian, which is, you know, Seminole Indian, because a lot of Reuben, which is this Reuben, because they just want to get away from Esau, so they just fled among other tribes.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's why
before you start the video, I
huh?
just want to say this. Before you start the video,
Mhm.
that what happened to the Mexican cartel? You said they ain't been in the news
Yeah,
since
I ain't hear
3
about that
weeks.
in a while, man.
What's going on out there? They keep
Yeah.
that under wraps. You know what I'm saying? You see how this is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got that. They want you to think that being that they got that dude, that everything just died down and went away. Nah, there's still something going on over there, man.
They ain't put that in news in 3 weeks. I ain't hear nothing about nothing going on out there in 3 weeks.
Exactly,
Yeah.
man. Exactly. Let me play this one. This one, it says Latina says she was told not to date blacks. So this is a thing that has been taught in the so-called Latino community as far as their women and their men, their sons. I don't bring no black girl in here. Don't bring no black boy in here. You know, this and that. You know.
Let's talk about something that's going to hurt some people's feelings. It is 2023, and I'm still dealing with racism. And I don't mean the kind of racism that you guys are all thinking about. I mean I get nasty comments about my partner, racism. I mean my partner gets nasty comments about me, racism. And you'd think with all the protesting that we have done, with how far we've come, we wouldn't be seeing this, right? Biracial marriages have been legal since 1967, and we're in 2023 still dealing with this stuff. I, a Mexican woman, have family members who will tell me not to bring this around because of his skin color. I, a Mexican woman, have been told by people close to me how I shouldn't date a black man and leave that black man for black women, and I should stick to my own kind. What's my own kind? I get nasty comments from Mexican men talking down on me on how I'm nasty for dating an African man. And my man will get harassed because we have a daughter that's mixed, and he's nasty for not keeping the blood pure. What is this BS? Like, why does it matter so much what other people do? What does my love life have to do with you? Are you mad because you can't have me? Are you mad because you can't have him? I mean, there's plenty of fish in the sea, but that fish is mine and me, I'm his. So which one is it? You know, I really hope we start doing better because my mixed children, they deserve better. Your children deserve better because, again, love is love. And whatever anyone decides to do in their love life is none of your business as long as it doesn't affect the way you eat, sleep, and poo.
Yeah, so, you know, it's like with people when you had Esau said this too. Like when they were growing up, their parents would always drill that in their heads. Don't deal with the blacks. Don't deal with the blacks. So when they were young, they really couldn't do nothing because they were under their parents' roof. But as they got older, some went to college, whatever, they found themselves attracted to whether a black woman or so-called black man. And when they started dealing with them, they, you know that saying, you know, once you go black, you don't go back or whatever. And they, you know, that's just what happened. So, you know, you can't really tell the more you tell somebody something, the more they're going to be curious, you know, as to why you're telling them that, you know. So, I mean, it's going to happen regardless, you know, whether you like it or not. You know,
That's Jake. That's how it is, man. It's racism thing, man.
Yeah, by the way somebody's skin color is, that's crazy. That's wild. But you know, Esau don't look at you as his brother. You know, yeah, he'll do it to lie to you to get you on his side. Yeah, we're all brothers. We're all brothers in Christ. He told you know, Jake that too.
In Christ, key word. We're brothers in Christ.
Yeah.
Outside, if we're not in Christ, we ain't brothers. That's exactly what they telling you, man.
Yep.
They don't believe they're brothers outside without Christ involved, man. That's what it is, man.
Yeah, take your head
You gotta
off.
look at the key words with how they talk, man. Like when I'm around Edomites, man, I always examine these words, man. Like, cause you can tell if they being racist or stereotyping you. You gotta look at the certain words they use. Cause they're good with that. I'm gonna give it to the Edomites, man. When you work with them, they good with giving you racist type of term. Yeah, they know how to put it together to not be
crafty,
rude, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like when they want to be rude, they can be rude, but when they try to be rude, they angle their words a certain way to be racist, man. You got to catch it. You got to catch it. Like
then if you catch it, they be like, no, I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way. I was just saying that I didn't mean. I'm sorry. But now they can't help themselves. They just go out here calling you a nigger, and I'm gonna.
I gotta say that Jake, we made the term nigga. You know what I'm saying? A basic term for basically the whole world now, man. I can't even lie, man. Everybody uses that now, man. Mexicans, I hear Mexicans using it outside. I hear Hispanic people using it outside. I hear white people. I hear Indian. I hear everybody using the word, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a word people do use now. I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah.
Slacky priest. We go back to Hosea 7 and 8 to finish those verses, right?
Come on, Hosea 7 and 8. It says, Ephraim have mixed itself among the people.
So we know it's a Spaniard, okay? It's Spaniard. So when it's the Ephraim, it's not just talk about the Puerto Rican, it's talk the whole northern kingdom. Okay, go ahead.
It said
the people are the Spaniard. Go ahead.
It said Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Right. So it's a Ephraim is a cake not turned. Other brother having problem with this saying it's an Ephraim not a cake not turned. But I got book where he shows you also where he shows you that was talk about slavery when the Spaniard raped off other slave as a slave, they become light skinned. I got books tell you that, but if you guys can remind me next week to please bring the book out, right? It's called the name of the book is called Rivers of Gold.
Okay.
Rivers of Gold. It shows you straight up that the children become mestizos. Mestizos mean native mixed with Spaniard. Okay. Read that verse again.
Hosea 7 and 8. It says, Ephraim, he have mixed himself among the people.
Which is a Spaniard. Go ahead.
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Another word, when you bake a cake, right? You want one part is dark and one part is light. That's why I say when a cake not turned, because on the bottom is dark, but at the top is what is light. So when you look at the so-called Northern Kingdom, some of them look like Edomite, and some look like Jake, like the Southern Kingdom. Okay, go ahead.
It says strangers have devoured his strength.
Strangers are devoid strength. What is this? What is Ephraim's strength? Ephraim's strength, meaning is the Bible. The Bible is supposed to be the strength of the Northern Kingdom, right? So during time of slavery, they were taught that the Bible is an evil book to read and so forth. God doesn't exist. This is Jesus you must worship, right? So a lot of them, strength have devoid their strength. The strength is the Bible, because Ephraim at one time was into the commandment. At one time, they was into the law. But what happened is after they break off from the Northern Kingdom, from the Southern Kingdom, they start what? They start going to they went into slavery, and the Syrian. So what happened? The scripture said that strength have devoid strength, which is the command, which is the wisdom. The strength meaning the wisdom, the Bible, right? Go ahead.
Come on. It says, and he knoweth it not.
Right, he know it not, because he don't know that he's the children of Israel. He think he's Spaniard, because what is the Northern Kingdom call himself? I'm Latino, okay, or I'm Hispanic, or I'm Boricua. They call themselves the name the slave master called them. You see, because the word Latino wasn't start used until during time of in the 1960s. So what was your nationality before the 1960s? Who are you? Hispanic means Spaniard from Spain. You're not Spanish. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, because they have lost their path, which is the way to the commandment, the Most High says, stranger had diverse strength me to you what? They're not knowing that they're the people of the God, which is the Bible. Go ahead.
Man, that's crazy. It says, yea, gray hairs are here, and there upon him.
What is gray hair? Let's get Wisdom of Solomon for a second. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 9. Just prove what's
Wisdom of
gray
Solomon?
hair. Yes, sir. Proverbs 4, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 9.
Okay. Wisdom of Solomon 4:9. It says, I'll start at 8.
Mm-hmm.
It says, for honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time.
Right. So a man of an honorable age is not that stand with a length of time, right? Okay, it's not because of your age. A man could be 95 years old. He could be the most dumbest person you met. See what I'm saying? Read that verse again.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, God, because I've been around some older Jakes, and you be like, man.
Because a man is like 50 years old doesn't mean he knows nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Wisdom of Solomon 4:8. It says, for honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time.
Right. It's not all you are. Go ahead.
Nor that is measured by number of years.
Number of years. Because you're 80 years old doesn't mean you know nothing.
That's right.
Doesn't mean you know anything. Because a lot of time you speak to our elder, you thought you know something, but he don't know nothing. Because he's 50 years old, 60 years old doesn't mean he know anything. Go ahead.
But wisdom is the gray hair unto men.
See, wisdom is the gray hair unto men. Go ahead.
And an unspotted life is old age.
You see, an unspotted life is old age. So because a man is 90 years old doesn't mean he know anything.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You know, if he's not coming from the wisdom, if he doesn't have the gray hair of the Heavenly Father, the wisdom, what are you? What are you showing forth?
Yeah, what do you got?
Exactly.
Nothing.
Because the Bible says gray hair come through experience.
That's right.
See? Yeah. So let's go back to and let's get one more precept. Proverbs 16:31.
Proverbs 16
and 31.
And verse 31, it said, the hoary head is a crown of glory.
See, a hoary head, which is wisdom, is a crown of glory. I mean, a man with wisdom is what? Is a crown of glory.
I want to get that real quick.
You know, not a man that in the 80s thinking that he knows anything. A lot of times these people don't know nothing. You see? So age doesn't mean anything.
Hoary.
You see it, Elder?
Yes, sir. Come.
Hoary.
Hoary. It says hoary, adjective, describes something that is gray or white with age, or figuratively something that is ancient, stale, and no longer interesting due to repetition.
Come, see?
Right.
Excellent. See?
Come.
Good precept. Come.
Proverbs 16:31 again. It says, the hoary head is a crown of glory if it be found in the way of righteousness.
See, so the hoary head means a man is a crown of glory if it be found in the way of righteousness. So if a man in the 90s and 80 years old doesn't have hoary hair, man, hoary head, which is wisdom, is nothing. You see? You got a lot of men who are out there walking the street with talking, I'm 80 years old. You listen to your elder. But what are you showing forth? You ain't showing forth no wisdom. You tell me go celebrate damn Thanksgiving on Easter. What hoary hair are you? You're not telling me nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense.
You always be around Jakes. Like take for instance, when we out teaching, you always have an older Jakes who, well, listen, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You know, I'm in this earth. I'm old enough. You ever had an older Jake come up to you out there and be like, well, listen, man, listen.
Yeah, all the time.
I'm old enough to be your dad, man. I'm old enough to be your grandfather. So listen to me. That don't mean nothing, man.
But I still give him his respect. But at the same time, you don't have no wisdom. But I still respect you as an elder. You're older than I do. But you have no wisdom. What wisdom you got to show me? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know that everybody want to teach when the Israelites is out there. Everybody the street prophet. No other time they teaching. Now they can find with them Israelites. Say, all right, let me go over there and let me get people to listen to me now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, come on, man. You ain't got no wisdom. And then you be an older Jake, grave full beard, all that, man.
With his pants on his behind.
Yeah.
I've seen that many times, man. You got a brother in his 60s now, like, with a pants down the behind, like.
Yeah.
And this demand respect. Come on, man. You're not showing an example. Exactly. So how you gonna demand respect? I mean, I'm not gonna curse him out, because you cannot do that. The Bible says, do not speak against, Moses says, must honor a brother, a man of older age. Gotta remember, he's older than you, so you're supposed to give him respect.
Yeah.
But if you're not comfortable with nothing,
yeah,
what makes sense?
Yep, gone. You want me to finish this video? I got another one. Matter of fact, or you want to leave this one alone? Because I got another one.
Yeah, could be another one.
Another one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, going back to this whole, this American leadership on it, having people crashing out and all that, in America, period. I believe you brought out, or was it me? I forgot about nobody wanting to deal with America no more. So check this video out.
Mm-hmm.
The United States of America, the so-called leader of the free world, just got locked out of Europe's airspace. France said no. Italy said no. Spain said no. Switzerland said no. In the span of 48 hours, 4 major Western nations looked at the United States of America and said, we don't want any part of what you're doing. You're on your own, Donald. Let that satisfaction sink in for a second. The country that built NATO, the country that has projected military power across the globe for 7 decades, just got told by its own allies that it can't fly its planes over their countries. That is not a minor diplomatic spat. That is not a little disagreement between friends. That is the sound of the post-World War II international order cracking in half right in front of our eyes. And I need you to understand something before we go any further here. This didn't happen because these countries suddenly hate America. This didn't happen because the French woke up one morning and decided they wanted to pick a fight. This happened because Donald Trump, the man sitting in the Oval Office, has spent his time in power systematically destroying every single relationship the United States has built over generations.
And like I said earlier, people tend to think that this is Trump making these decisions. It's somebody that's pulling his strings.
Yeah.
Right. They got Trump, and they pretty much, now he's a devil. I'm not making no excuses for him. He is a devil. But they got something on him. He knows what he's doing is stupid. He knows this. But, with the backing of the U.S. military and the U.S. in the eyes of everybody is known as the over here anyway, is known as the superpower of the world, and can't nobody defeat America and this and that. So he's going along with it. Other than other facts, other things that they have on him. So yeah, man, like it's over for America, man. It's over for, Babylon. And if you can't see that, we don't know how else to tell you.
Yep.
It tells you that the beast shall hate the whore.
Yep.
Right. And they told them no, straight up. America built NATO, and now they turn their backs on them. What's that where it says the nations? Let me see.
They shall hate the great whore?
No, that's 17. There was another one. Let me see. Oh, I can find it. Let me see. This is This is Obadiah 1:7.
Mm-hmm.
It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Mm-hmm.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. So what? All these nations that were at peace with America, that did business with America, they just opted out. They said, man, listen, we're just with you, to make some money. Now we see the way you're going. We don't want no parts. Man, get up out of here. You know, it's like a whore, man. It's like once you get what you want from the whore, then you just throw outside.
Yep.
In the rain, like I got what I wanted. Get up out of here. You know, it says, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee, because sooner or later, NATO, along with all of these Arabian nations, I just seen a video with Taiwan and China coming together.
Mm-hmm.
It's all of these countries are going to turn on America, man, and shoot arrows at America. All of them, man. If you thinking that this is a fairy tale book, if the words in this book are not true, if this is just propaganda, you got another thing coming, man. Like you're gonna be left out, when this thing goes down, because us, we can see it. It says, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee, man. Yes, set you up. Right? They got rich off of you. Right? They was able to increase their countries and things like that off of you. But now, you know what? Now they just deceived. They just left out the back door. Right? It said, there's none understanding in him. Yeah, now Trump looking dumb in the face, like he don't understand why this is happening. Why don't the nations help? And you should want to help. But you have Britain, man. Britain said, come on, man. Britain told America no. The only one it is the big Satan and the little Satan.
Mm-hmm.
And you had I think it was probably an AI video with this dude Netanyahu saying that there could be a nuclear strike on America, in America. So hey, we're gonna see. You got something, Elder?
No. Just listen. Yeah, keep going on. You're good, man. Excellent.
Come on, I'm gonna play the rest. Come on.
Good video.
Come on.
Threatened NATO. He attacks allies.
It's a lot.
Cozied up to.
This is it. You bring out the right. You bring out the right precept. Excellent precept, because it just show people, man. This Bible is so on point. Is a shame. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But those that don't believe in the word, we are in the Quran to talk about something like this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, the Bible is so on point. It's a shame, man.
Exactly.
And you bring on the perfect precept, because all the other nation is going to turn against America. All of them. Right now, Ethiopia rising up, a lot of them other countries, according to Ezekiel chapter 38, they're going to turn against Babylon, man.
Yeah.
And, like I said, this is the spirit of the Most High doing this, So he just using Trump as a way to continue the prophecy, man.
That's right.
But we know there's a bigger, higher force over him. He's just like what do you call it? The yes sir boy. You know what I'm saying? Yes sir, yes sir. And if he doesn't follow order, it would be another Kennedy. We see what happened with Kennedy when they try to put out the truth from the Vietnam. He trying to get rid of the CIA, the FBI, because they were wicked and corrupt. They got rid of it because he refused to follow order.
That's right. Come. And I seen another thing where South Africa said America can't do business.
Right.
They moving all American businesses out of South Africa too.
Yes, sir. Yep.
You know? So come on, man. You can't see it.
Hmm.
You can't see it, man. These nations are done with America.
Yep.
America's on its own because Israel can't even save America. Can't even help them, man.
Yep.
America's on its own, man. And America's on its last leg.
Yep.
The last leg, man. I got one more, Elder. This is Jeremiah chapter 50.
Mm-hmm.
And 14. Jeremiah 50 and verse 14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow.
Mm-hmm.
So all of what's the top countries? North Korea, Russia, China, and me personally, I believe Iran has something that can reach over here to America, something nuclear that can reach America, right? So, those along with countries that's close to America that can hit America, that have bows, which are arrows, which are missiles that can hit America. The Lord is saying, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrow. So they're going to empty the clip on America. They're going to empty the clip on Babylon the Great America, man. When the missiles are shot, ain't going to be one missile left, right? It says, for she have sinned against Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? And what? It tells you in Revelation, I believe is 18, how her sins have reached unto heaven, right? This is, America we talking about. The sins of America have reached unto heaven, man. Verse 15, it says, shout against her round about. She have given her hand. Her foundations are falling. Yeah. Right? Everything that kept America up, kept America in business, is falling, man. Yeah. All the allies, all the merchants, it tells you in Revelation 18 that they're not gonna sell nothing, man. Not nothing, man. Like it's gonna shut down the stock exchange, everything, man, gonna shut down. Right? It says, she have given her hand, her foundations are falling, her walls are thrown down. Yeah, no more protection, man. It says, for it is the vengeance of the Lord, take vengeance upon her, as she have done, do unto her. And Elder, you got it.
No, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
Oh, yeah. So what has America done to these countries? Went over there, raped, robbed, murdered, stole, pillaged, took, said, we America, let us do what we want, or suffer the consequence. All these nations have went through that, man, in some way, shape, form, or fashion with America. All of them. So now it's going to be done to them.
Yes, sir.
Right? And
it's like a priest.
You got it.
As he said, Bible say, she symbolize a corrupt, false religious and world system that seduces nation into spiritual infidelity, adultery, and we see how America does, right? Adultery and defiance against the Most High. See, so that's why Most High use the word she. Mean America is as a woman that represents a deceptive power that is unfaithful to the Heavenly Father.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we see it's not talking about no ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon fell. So we know this is a wicked, corrupt nation that shed blood among other nations, man.
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
And it says down here, it says, furious world leaders finally ditched Trump over war.
Yep.
Right? This is Isaiah 33:1. It says
Isaiah 33:1. Okay, got it.
It says, "Woe to thee that spoilest."
Mm-hmm.
And who's that? That's America, Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "And thou wast not spoiled," because they always took, but they always did the crime when no crime was done to them. Right?
Yes, sir.
It says, "And dealest treacherously, and they have not they dealt not treacherously with thee." So the nations, they came to a treaty, they came to an agreement. They say, "All right, you do this, we do that." Everybody's happy. But America, after a while, said, "Nah, we're gonna do this, and then now we want more. We want it all." Right? So that's dealing treacherously, man. You shake your hand, you shake the hand of somebody, and you got a deal, and then when you turn around to walk away, they stab you in the back and take whatever they want from you, man. Right? That's America for you. So it says, Salakia, it says, "When thou shalt cease," meaning stop, "to spoil you, thou shalt be spoiled." Because there's gonna come a time where America just gonna be like, "Oh, we want a ceasefire." Like he's saying, they saying they on a 2-week ceasefire, which I think that's a lie, or it may be, who knows? But there'll come a time where they're gonna be like, "You know what? We done, man. Hey, just you go your way, you do your thing, and we'll do ours." But the Lord said no. He said what? He said, "When thou shalt cease to spoil you, thou shalt be spoiled." So now the table's gonna turn. When you look to let things be, everybody else gonna be like, nah, it's not going down like that. Now they're gonna spoil you. They're gonna take from you. Right? So it says, "And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee." So now, now you coming to the aid. I mean, you coming for some aid and help, and what they doing? Nah, man. Nah. You handle that on your own. You got that. We don't want no parts of that, man. Like you on your own.
Good.
So now in his eyes, they dealing treacherously. Like, how dare you? All the stuff that America has done for all you countries, and you won't help us? They're like, nah, we're not helping you. So that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing, man.
Dictators. He launched a war in Iran without consulting anyone. And now he's shocked that nobody wants to help him. I mean, how dumb do you have to be? Look, let's walk through this piece by piece, because the details here are staggering when you actually lay them all out on the table. So here's what happened. France and Italy officially joined Spain and Switzerland in denying the United States any military support or airspace for Trump's war in Iran. And it's not just the US that got shut out. Israel wanted to use French airspace to transport American weapons that were going to be used in the Iran conflict. And France said, absolutely not. France flat out refused. And Italy told the United States that if they want to use Italian military infrastructure for purposes outside of existing agreements, they need special permission. And guess what? Trump's Iran war doesn't fall under any existing agreement. So the answer from Italy was, no, you don't get to use our country as a pit stop for your unauthorized military adventure. Now think about that for a second. These are NATO allies. These are countries that have stood shoulder to shoulder with the United States through the Cold War, through the Balkans, through Afghanistan, through countless military operations over decades. And in the span of a few months, Donald Trump has managed to alienate them so completely, so thoroughly, that they won't even let American planes fly over their territory. That's not just a policy disagreement, that's a full-blown divorce. And what was Trump's response to all of this? Did he reflect? Did he pause and think, maybe I should have talked to my allies before launching a major military operation in the Middle East? No, of course not. This is Donald Trump we're talking about. He went on the attack.
Good.
Lucky L.
Yeah.
Let's see. Coming up. I think what's his name is Dropper Fallout.
Who?
Kazak Arya.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He trying to get back in?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see him up here.
I don't know what happened.
Charlie, come back in, brother. Charlie, come back in. I probably didn't see you because I was playing the video, so I didn't see Charlie come in. Charlie, come back in right now. Throw you back in.
Yeah.
But that's how dumb America is, man. And this the Grand Wizard Trump. You know, he's saying, man, we don't. In his mind, he's saying we don't need all this. We don't need to ask nobody if we want to do something. We America. Like, we don't have to ask nobody. We do what we want, and then if we need help, we'll ask y'all. Y'all will help us.
Yep.
That's the same way the fitted hats do, man. The fitted hats say, you know, we make a decision. Y'all agree, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Cool.
So the fitted hats control America, and America is thinking they can control their allies, and it's not happening. So what you gonna do? You gonna attack your allies now? That wouldn't be smart,
right?
You know, you kept teetering around using nuclear weapons against Iran. You do that, you know, Russia and China said, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, we know that's not going to take place until, you know, other prophecies come to pass. We don't have that. We don't have that many prophecies left. Major ones. We don't have that many. You know what I'm saying? So something big going to happen over here. And I believe it's probably going to be something that they created.
Yes. They want to go war so bad. They need so much. They need allied. So they, you know, like you said, I wouldn't be surprised if they blow up something in California.
Exactly.
Iran did it. That's why we need. That's why we need. You know, and just to get allied support.
Yeah.
You know, so they already know America's, man, sneaky. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like the same thing with Pearl Harbor. They want to test the Manhattan Project. They blow up something and say, oh man, the Japanese came attack us when they intercept the radar. That's so wicked as places, man.
Yeah, that's the devil for you, man. So
good.
Look out for that, man. Look out for that.
Yeah.
Let me see what the brother said. He said, those devils broke the ceasefire the very next day. Oh, so they not on the ceasefire no more? That was just yesterday, right?
Yep.
It said the very next day, bombing Lebanon, lying, saying Lebanon wasn't a part. They said, okay, we agreed to a ceasefire not to bomb you, but we're gonna bomb this part over here because I didn't agree to that ceasefire. You see these devils, man? Oh man, these devils don't quit, man. But look out for that created you know, situation.
Yes.
That created situation over here somewhere in the States is gonna happen, and they're gonna cry and say, you know, like the elder said, come on, man, it's getting out of hand. We need help. We need some help. You know, and there's gonna be some countries that's gonna help America. They're still gonna help them to some extent. You know, but once this thing goes full blown and things are put in place, man, that's when the Lord gonna return, man. And they're gonna look to fight the Lord, and it's gonna be the worst decision they ever made. You know. So yeah, man. But I didn't know that. I didn't know they broke the ceasefire. Well, I ain't surprised. These devils, they don't, you know, keep any treaties, man. They go against their own treaties, that they agreements and stuff, you know.
He accused France of blocking military equipment. He attacked France and the United Kingdom throughout the day. He basically threw a tantrum like a child who got told he can't have dessert and then flipped the table over. And then, and this is the part that should make every American sit up straight in their chair, Trump said the United States should consider withdrawing from NATO. Let me say that again so it really lands. The President of the United States suggested that America should pull out of the military alliance that has been the backbone of Western security since 1949. An alliance that was specifically created to prevent the kind of catastrophic global conflicts that killed tens of millions.
What you say, Elder?
No, I would say that we got when you finish that, I'm gonna get a preset for that. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can get it now.
Let me find. Go ahead. Play it now.
Okay. Yeah, because you know, and look at that. What he said, 1949. And guess who went in the land a year earlier? So this was set up right after that, man.
Yep, Amalek. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That was right after that. So it's just making more and more sense as to who's running things. You know.
Yeah. I got a precept here. Revelation. 13 and verse 4, must that verse. We said which give power to the beast.
God.
When NATO was formed. Revelation 17:17. Sorry. Okay. Revelation 17:17.
God. Start at man.
Okay, can start up. Let me see.
12.
Okay, come.
Revelation 17:12. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received.
Right, 10 kings. So we know the 10 horn. Slack your priest. So we know the 10 horn represent. We know that's NATO. The 10 horn represent NATO. Go ahead.
Come on. It says, are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet.
As yet. No kingdom as yet. Go ahead.
But received power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
So when it said 1 hour with the beast, mean when NATO was formed in 1949, okay, that's the power was given to the beast when NATO was formed in 1949 under US, right? We say 1 hour with the beast. In other words, they are going to rule for a certain dispensation of time, according to Luke chapter 21, verse 20 to 24. Okay. Read that verse again.
Verse Revelation 17:12. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings.
10 kings, which is NATO. Okay, go ahead.
Which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
1 hour with the beast. So when it said 1 hour with the beast, we know it's not a little talk about 1 hour. Another word, America, America and NATO is going to rule. The Edomite kingdom is going to rule for a certain dispensation of the time. That's what I mean. 1 hour with the beast. Okay, go ahead.
Come. It says, these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
So the power and strength. What is the power and strength NATO give to the beast? They what? They become allied with US, and anywhere America want to go fight war, NATO is there. That's the power NATO given to the beast, which is America. Now it's breaking off now.
Yeah.
You see? They're breaking off. So that power that NATO give to the beast is what they become allied to America, and then just like when in Iraq and Afghanistan, NATO was there with America. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say I give them power 1 hour with the beast, meaning that they're going to be ruled for a certain expansion of time with America. Because they Edomite kingdom. Go ahead.
God, it says, these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
Yep.
And that lamb is Yahweh Shah.
Yep. Come.
And the ones where him are called, that's the angels, the elect.
Come.
You know, verse 15. It says, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth.
Sitteth mean ruleth. Ruleth mean sitteth mean to ruleth. Go ahead.
Are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
And tongue. Different nation. That's why America called the melting pot in Daniel chapter 2. They call it melting pot. So in verse 13, when it was said, we said again, these have one mind and shall give their power and strength. What is the strength? Strength means the authority, mean they become American dependent allied. See, that's their strength. They become American dependent allied. Now it's about to break off, according to what Donald Trump said earlier. That's why I said the video, everything links up with the scriptures. Yep. Everything.
Good.
NATO is given the power NATO give to the strength, they become America dependent allied. No, America don't have no strength. Because every war America fought before, NATO was always there. Yep. So what happened to them now? They're weakened because they have nobody to join them to fight the war.
That's right. Yep.
So their power is about to diminish.
Yep.
Okay.
Verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
See?
And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Eat her flesh means they're going to destroy America.
That's right.
Burn her with fire.
That's right.
See? That's what happened.
Verse 17. For the Most High Power have put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
Right. See, America, but a lot of NATO country, America have their military. See, so everything the prophecy is saying is coming to pass.
Yeah.
And America power is been diminished, man. They put them back, and then that's what they have no one to fight the war. So it's to show you how vulnerable America is. Iran just proved America is not vulnerable. They could easily touch because they have nobody to fight with them.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying? Because King Nuclear, he'd make a statement. He was like, well, we don't need them help. We don't need them, but they should have help. You're so stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need them, but they should have help.
That makes no sense.
It makes no sense. I mean, damn, the English language is not that difficult to understand. You know what I'm saying? It's so stupid this man sound. We don't need them, but they should have help. So if you don't need somebody, so why you complain? That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
No, they lost about over 20 planes, like 5 F-35. They lost 5 F-35.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Because they had this missile, man, that you can't really stop. It goes all crazy in the air. And
you
talk about the one. It's one of them. I'm not sure the name. I know the Fighter 1 and the Fighter 2. Them hypersonic missiles.
Yeah.
This one I think is a cruise missile or something like that. I forgot what they called them though. But man, this thing went up and down and left, right.
Oh, you're talking about a Scud missile.
It's something like I don't know what type of missile
it goes up in the air and break up into 10 pieces.
And then, man, that plane didn't have a chance.
Yep.
The pilot was doing all types of spin moves and trying to dodge it, but they couldn't dodge it, man. And I guess they didn't know Iran had that type of technology.
Yep.
So they caught them off guard, you know. That's crazy, man. Just because that's like a kid in school. You got a bully, and then he see this kid in the corner. He quiet, not bothering nobody. So the bully think, I'm gonna mess with him. But then when you mess with him, now you see he can fight. You didn't think he could fight. But now he can fight, man. He whooping you up, and you know he beating you up, and the whole school is seeing it.
Yep.
So now you like, yo, man, stop, man, I quit. And
the missile, one of the missile I already have.
No, I'm listening. Got it. You got it.
Yeah, sorry, because sometimes you came out blank. That's how I thought you finished. Sorry about it. The missile I already have is called the RS-28 Sarmat, which is known as the Satan II. They consider the world deadly and most powerful intercontinental ballistic missile. See, that could reach any part of the earth.
Con. Yeah, I don't think it was the Satan II. I know they got the Satan II and the Satan 1. You know, this was
But another one, right?
Yeah, this was another one. You know, I'm gonna see if I can find it. You know, because I seen it on let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, you can say something, Elder.
Yeah. So the most I tell you, man, is that wake up the other nation, man, and let the weak say I'm strong. The weak is the so-called third world country, not Russia, China, or the mother nation. They're not weak. We talk about the country that America now are facing. Russia got to supply them with arsenal and nuclear weapon, man. So they're gonna become strong, meaning what, militarily. Okay, so in the last days, man, is most likely gonna use Russia and China and North Korea to supply the mother country with nuclear weapon, because America, the world is sick of America. The world is sick of America. What's America doing to them?
Mm-hmm.
And now they just it's too much, you know. So they just gonna just like do what they have to do, you know. So everybody's sick of. It's like, you know, you're a little big boy going around bullying people. Now the little boy now gonna find a strategic way to kick you in a way that you can't come back. So how they already is winning the war, they're using strategies because they know they can't beat America militarily because of the big war plane they're sending over there, but they're using strategic way to bring America down. You know what I'm saying? By using them hypersonic missile, because America's strength is in the air, so it's hard to beat them. But now they figure, you know, like as said earlier, Russia gave them the technology now to bring down their planes.
Yeah.
So without the plane, America now it become valuable. You know, what do you call the word I'm looking for? Not valuable. Non-invincible. You know what I'm saying? They're not the power that they see, because now they can't use the plane, they can't use the warship, so now they're stuck. So Iran is the only country right now showing the world that America they're not invincible. They could be touched.
Yeah,
Long as they don't have a warplane flying over there, because that was their strength. Now they don't want to do it no more because, like earlier, like I said, they're shutting them suckers down, man. They're shooting them down. So now they have no choice than to go on the ground, and that's when they're gonna see a lot of dead bodies. You know what I'm saying? Everybody look at America like, you know, like, damn, this what happened? All them planes blowing up now. They have to pull their ship far away from from Iran. That's crazy. But used to be the baddest man in the world, you know?
And this is why, you know, America is just, you know, it's finished, man. It's just finished. And Trump is upset. He's not going to show you upset, but when he closed them doors and you know, nobody's around, man, that man go crazy.
Yeah.
Curse people out, man. I wish I could be a fly on the wall to see those secrets.
That man was cursing the other day, like he was using the F word. This guy, like, he's losing it, man.
Yeah, he's losing it, man.
No other president in the history, man, ever did what Trump does, man. I mean, this guy, you know, which we know, he's just, you know, he's just being, you know, he's been protected by the higher force, you know.
Yeah.
Because really, if they want to get rid of him, man, they would say, you know, Trump, you gotta step down.
Yeah.
If you don't, you know what's gonna happen. You know the elite and the small hat is the one that protecting them. You know.
Yeah. But you know,
yeah.
this is why they need something to happen over here in this country to pretty much sway people's minds. Have a bunch of people sacrificed over here in a building or a certain part of the country and say it was Iran, even though Iran came out and said we don't have missiles that can reach over here, over here to the States, so if something goes down, then just know it wasn't us,
right?
But
they're probably playing Esau.
yeah, man. So it's like they need to sway people's mind. They need to redirect what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so the way you do that is, because everybody's against this war. Most people in this country is against this war. So if something was to happen in this country, right, and they blame it on Iran, then a lot of people would pretty much change their minds and say, "Nah, why we gotta fight. I see why we gotta go to war with them. Come on, man, yeah." And then cause an uproar over here, and it'll cause a chain reaction over here because you got Iranians over here, and anybody that looks like an Iranian, they're gonna deem as a terrorist. You know how people are in this country, man.
Yes, sir. Yep.
So, and they know it. So you can get things rolling like that,
right?
So don't put it past these devils, man. They'll do anything. They desperate right now.
Okay.
They losing, so they desperate.
It's like your priest. What time? Yeah, because I wasn't feeling so good this morning, man. It's like I'm getting a little dizzy.
Okay. We can
guys, you guys, Aria, because Aria could go and continue teaching, man. I got laid on, man, because I don't get no rest weekdays.
Salakia.
But
what you said, Elder?
Now I'm saying Yashua could just continue,
We can shut it down. We 3 hours.
I was just listening to y'all. I was just listening and participating. I ain't really got nothing else to say.
Right. I feel dizzy. You know what happened? I ain't getting no rest this week, man. I be working. I get up every morning, 1:20 in the morning. 1:20 in the morning just to get the bus.
Yeah,
and I take street transportation.
Yeah,
I don't get no sleep that much. I get up 5 o'clock in the evening. So
yeah, that's
that's
dealing with this
rough, man.
Dealing with this captivity, man. Being in this hellhole, you know.
Yep.
Well, time is almost up, man. Just seeing some updates right now. They're at the meeting right now for the ceasefire meeting. Then Trump it sent 10,000 soldiers over there. They posted a video, all the planes flying onto the Middle East to that area over there. They said that a U.S. army or warship tried to go into the Strait of Hormuz, and Iran sent it back, packing, running. You know what I'm saying? They're not posting that though. And then Iran got this Lego AI propaganda videos that they showed their side of what they're seeing on how they're on what the war's really looking like. And I'm gonna believe that over America any day, man. Because America ain't gonna tell you, ain't gonna show you what's really going on over there.
And I gotta tell the truth. Yep.
Con, yep.
Yep. If it's 5 troops got killed, it's gonna say it's 1.
Con. Yep. And you're right, brother. It is the infrared seeking missiles, Elder. That's what it was. The infrared seeking missiles. The one I was telling you that was flying all crazy in the sky and all that. Yeah, man. They couldn't do nothing with that missile, man.
That's the bow of Elam. And Mimosa tell about the bow of Elam.
Yeah, con.
Jeremiah 49:35.
Con.
Yeah, they're missing deadly, man. Yep.
Con. Yeah, so we just gonna tell y'all to just keep watching, just see what's going on in the world, continue to watch, and as well as pray. And yeah, man, just know that we at the end. Anything can pop off, like me and the elder said, man. Just don't be surprised if something big go down this week. It's gonna be nice too. The weather gonna go up this week, so it's gonna be a lot of people out. So, hey, just keep your eyes open, man. Keep your head spiritual swivel, and just pray, and pray.
Don't be distracted by Jake, and all these snitching with Gucci Man and all this.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
They putting it to our people, man.
That ain't got nothing to do with us.
From what what's really going on, man.
Yeah,
that distraction. Diddy coming out, maybe this week, coming out next week. You know what I'm saying? All these things are distractions, man.
Yeah.
What's really going on, man? So put on your spirit not to be distracted by that, and keep your eyes on prophecy, and keep your eyes on the news, and keep your eyes in that book, man, because that's the book. That book is the only way to salvation, man.
Yes, sir.
I keep on telling you, brothers, man, ain't nothing here for us, man. Only thing we gotta look forward to is the kingdom, man.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
This ain't it.
This ain't it, right? Man. All that.
All that stuff. Tired out his mind, man. Come on, this ain't it, man.
Come. Yeah. All that going on with them entertainers and music industry and all that stuff, man, that ain't got nothing to do with us. Yeah, we watch them, and we may like some of them as actors and actresses and musicians and all that, but man, we ain't concerned about that. There's way more, way bigger things going on in the world than that. Nobody cares about that. So, just watch prophecy, man. Watch what's going on, and like I was saying, just look for a controlled situation to happen in this country real soon, man. Real soon. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Go ahead, Elder.
I said I already said, most important thing, just stay away from doctrine, man. The brother, them sisters out there, stay away from the doctrine, because there's gotta be a lot of doctrine out there, man, pop up. So keep your head up, man. I must say, Most I bless you, Most Yahweh shall bless you, brother and sister. On the Shabbat, may the Most I heal you and bring better prosperity towards you and your family. Okay, I say shalom, many blessings.
All right, come. Shalom, brother. Shalom, brother.